And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, epic VeVe live stream. Today, we have part 5 of the first ever comic book arc on VeVe. It's Amazing Spider-Man issue number 294. So let's dive into the details. Shout out to the whole chat joining the live stream early today. We got Willow Kid. How we doing, fam? How we doing? Rich J. We got Green Goblin in the building. Let's dive into the details real quick. So total editions, we got 30,000 total editions, same amount as before. Commons, we got 21,000 editions. Uncommon, 5,000. The rare, 2,350. The ultra rare, 1,050. And the secret rare, 600 editions. Shout out to everybody who's collecting the whole entire series, part 1 through 6. I know Brendan Z, he's collecting all the secret rares. Let me turn my phone down real quick. VeVe just sent out a tweet reminding everybody 30 minutes to the drop time. This should be a pretty good drop. I think, it's going to sell out absolutely quick. So shout out to anybody who's able to get lucky and get anything on the drop today. We got another big drop coming this weekend. We got Batman. It's been a while since we've actually had Batman dropping. There was a point in time before we had Marvel that we had Batman series 1, 2, 3, I think 4 and 5 maybe that dropped on VeVe. And people are getting sick of Batman. People are like, oh, another Batman. We want something else. So it's actually great to see that they're kind of going back now and releasing Batman. And this Batman could be a big deal. We'll see what happens. This is the first Batman that's in color. So this could be a big deal. Maybe it's not. Maybe people kind of sleep on it. My plan is to at least get 2. I do want to get 2. So we'll see how many comes in this series. Maybe there's just one, like a full set by itself. Maybe there's different ones. Maybe it animates. Who knows? But it did kind of look like it animates, right? If anybody saw the close-up picture of it, to me, it looked like there may be, a section that animates, a rarity that actually animates. But maybe not. We'll see what happens. We don't know if it's a One Piece full set just yet. I think the details will probably drop after this drop today. I'm thinking once that market opens up and a little bit of time goes by, they'll probably remind me that VeVe just tweeted out something about the drop. So maybe we get the medium article. I will go over that if that's the case. And my guy Rickard Broma did not actually get back to me, so we don't have the Omi giveaway today. But my guy Ryan Romantic, shout out to Ryan. He just started his YouTube page as well. He's from the Vaultaholics. Makes amazing vaults on VeVe. So if you guys want to see crazy showrooms or anything like that, make sure you guys are following Ryan Romantic. He sent me a bunch of Go tokens. So once I give out the Omi, I will be giving out Go tokens as well. So I'm just going to do a little minor giveaway today, just with a comic book. Something a little light today. I thought it was going to be another big giveaway, but just a little something small for my personal stash of comics. And then tomorrow, hopefully, my guy Rickard gets back to me and we can do an Omi and a Go token giveaway. It could be FE. Absolutely, Willow. Animation on it would be hype. Yeah, animation would be crazy. This could be FE because these are kind of like a different line, I think. This opens up the playing field a whole bunch of awesome statues, which I know for me, I don't have the kind of money to be getting everything. So I may definitely try to get this one because this is the first of kind of its like series. It is Sniper. I don't want to talk about it too much. Kind of want people to sleep on it, to be honest. Appreciate that, Willow. It said dropping this collectible in premium digital format. Okay, so maybe it is. Maybe it's just like a full set by itself. Kelvin, how we doing, fam? I'll tell you what. Everybody who's tuning in right now, I'll give you guys my inside thoughts. I think people are going to sleep on this one. I think people just think, oh, it's another Batman. I think it's not going to be nearly as valuable as, say, the Todd Batman, the Rizzo, anything in the Series 1. Maybe some other ones, but I think that the Batmans in Season 1 are going to be iconic. But I think people are going to sleep on this one, especially if it's a full set. So I am definitely going to try to grab at least 2. At least 1, but ideally 2. 2 or 3 if I can afford it. FE would make them way more valuable. I agree. Crypto money. Kryptoni. I don't want to give price predictions for the Batman drop just yet, just because I don't even know what they're going to be retailing for. If you're thinking price predictions on like retail price, ooh, okay. I'll do that one. What's going on, Green Goblin? How we doing, fam? Was yesterday the 100th live stream? It was. Yesterday was, well, not 100th live stream, but like the Johnny Dunn show, the 100th show for the Johnny Dunn show. I've done more live streams for sure, but some live streams were just like chilling and chatting late night, stuff like that. I don't really count them. I probably should, though. I probably should. You might see tomorrow I reorganize it, and this ends up being like the 200th episode. I've been waiting for a big comic sculpture like this. We got Doobs in the house. MBZ. I'm going back because I missed a bunch of comments. How we doing, fam? Yeah, all the black and white Batman stuff just been booming. I can see being the first colorized Batman, ultra rare, going nuts. Yeah, this is the first Batman that's actually in color. I think it's going to be a big deal, kind of the same way as like the first NFTs that were in color on VeVe, Adventure Time Series 1. That's not like a really known thing. Only like the OGs who kind of understand that know that. So that's kind of how the word spreads. But that's why I was saying I like Adventure Time Series 1 so much. Even Series 2, I don't have anymore, but I think Series 2 is going to be great just because it's Season 1. Series 1, I think, is going to be a little bit better just because they were the second set ever to be released on VeVe. Obviously, the first set is the black and white Batman. And then the next set is Adventure Time Series 1. And those are the first NFTs that are actually in color on VeVe. So I always thought that was a big deal. Maybe it's not like solidified as like, oh, that's a big deal. But to me as a collector, like, that's a big deal. Like, it's almost like, like just, I can tell in me, like, that's my collecting instincts right there. That's why for this, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I know it's not that big of a deal, right? We've already seen Batman, but this is the first Batman that's been in color. This is what I thought of too, like Mickey Mouse. We right now we have the black and white iconic Steamboat Willie right now, right? Well, that's just the Mickey Mouse NFT collection Series 1. What do you think is going to be in Series 2? It might be Minnie Mouse, or Series 3 might be the first Mickey Mouse in color with the hat. Like, that would be iconic too. So that would go for a premium for sure. Let's go, Doctor Strange. How we doing, fam? See Spill in the building. Let's crush it today. Yeah, let's go, chat. We did pretty good yesterday. I know a lot of people struck out, but I feel like a good amount of people got one. Some ultra rares, I think, right? Maybe it wasn't in the chat, ultra rares, but I saw at least on Twitter. I think the chat got blessed with some rebounds, though. I think people will look at this like bombshells, but a bit more valuable because it's Batman. Interesting. I think it all depends. If this was a one set drop, meaning it's a full set by itself, battle statues, I'm thinking anywhere from 7 or 8 to like 12,000 editions. Maybe I'm completely wrong on the edition count there. But if they do one full set of it, I don't think they will. See, in my head, though, I got a feeling that like the secret or ultra rare of this battle scene or whatever may animate. And then the common is just like, or the common, uncommon, it's just a regular statue. Maybe I'm completely wrong, though. Maybe my gut feeling is wrong on that one. Maybe it is just one full set. Audible is in the house. How we doing, fam? Maybe it is just one full set with the battle statue, because this is a collectible in real life, I believe. And if so, maybe retail price is anywhere from like 60, 80, $60 maybe, 60, 40, I'm thinking. I'm not sure, though. It's going to be interesting to find out. I didn't really think about that too much. I kind of just usually wait until the Medium article comes out, and then that's when I kind of start making my predictions and guesses of what I think the price is going to go for in the market. It's definitely going to be interesting to see. I mean, I heard some speculation too on Twitter. MSC Squad, I think I just saw on a Twitter in a tweet. He was speculating maybe they dropped the Black Suit Spidey. I was like, oh, it got me thinking. They just had the Craven series, but maybe not. Maybe that was just kind of making sure that we kind of all understand the origin story. I was talking to Brock a little bit. Maybe that's what it is. But I thought maybe when I heard that tweet or saw that tweet, I was like, oh, Black Suit Spidey, could that be it? I was really hoping for something like that soon, because I know that they're going to drop eventually the Miles Morales Spider-Man. That's going to be iconic. The kids growing up these days, that's what they're going to love. That's the Spider-Man that they're going to love, I think. Especially if Will Smith's son, I always forget his first name. But I'm pretty sure there's been speculation, rumors that he could be acting as Miles Morales. And I feel like that would be just, huge for the youth growing up right now. How are we doing, Tony? No variants. It could just absolutely just be one statue. I want Miles Spidey. Yeah, that's the one that everybody wants. Jade, and that's it. Yep, Jaden. Yep. I think, just think of the kids growing up right now. Miles Morales would turn into the iconic Spider-Man. So that's definitely one Spider-Man that drops. I'm definitely going to try to get as a collectible form. I only have the variants, the common. I'm not even sure if I have the uncommon. I do like the uncommon though. And the rare. Don't have the ultra rare. I do like that one, but ran up on me. That is one secret rare that I would like to get too. I do like that secret rare. Maybe. That's hilarious. So some people don't like him. That's interesting. Let's go. I mean, I just know how influential he is. I'm not too familiar with Jaden, to be honest. I don't really know too much of his work besides obviously like the a couple songs that are worldwide known, but I'm not sure. Dude said he ruined Karate Kid. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. Some people are fans of him as actors. I mean, to each his own, right? I don't think I've ever even seen him acting besides when he was really a young kid and like Pursuit of Happiness stuff. But I'm sure it'll do well for sure. We got 18 minutes to the drop. Let me show you guys what the covers look like. Let's run through these. This is the common right here. This is the uncommon. I think the common looks pretty cool. I don't absolutely love it, but I don't hate it. It's the rare. Is this FA Lion? It looks pretty cool. And the secret rare. It only focuses up on the secret rare. I wonder why. Crazy. I actually do like the ultra rare the way it looks. It looks a lot cleaner when you're looking at it in person. Got the two snakes on the bottom too. That looks pretty cool actually. I do like this ultra rare. FA Simba. Can you imagine what's going to happen when Lion King drops? So many iconic Disney characters that have to drop. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a crazy year, guys. Super excited for Sunday's drop. Yeah, I was so excited when I saw Batman. I was like, let's go. They're going back to it. There was a while where they kind of went away from it, rightfully so. I think people were just getting kind of tired of Batman dropping. But it's good to see him going back to Batman. I mean, me personally, huge fan of Batman. Obviously, you guys know my baby's right here. But big fan of Batman. Batman's one of those collectibles, one of those superheroes that I knew growing up. I wasn't so into all these superheroes, comic books, etc. But Batman was something I actually collected as a kid, played with the toys, etc. So it's one of my favorite movies. I don't watch too many movies either. Like, I'm not really a huge movie buff, but there's a few movies that I like a lot. Big fan of Will Smith and some of his movies. What's up? Good morning, Eric505. How we doing, fam? You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to do the giveaway today. I'm going to wait, actually. I was going to do it before the drop, but I'm going to wait because I don't want to get carried away with the drop and then lose track of time and miss the drop. Batman's a GOAT. Yeah, I agree. Batman's just a legendary character that everybody in the world knows. That's why it's so smart of them, the VeVe team, the Comey team, in the beginning days, to have on their website, as soon as you go to VeVe.me, whatever their website was or is, it's VeVe.me. You see Batman right away. Right now it's Spiderman. But in the very beginning it was Batman. So they can use these iconic brands that everybody knows to draw them in. Happened to Cavell, happened to me. As soon as you see Batman on the website and you're not sure where VeVe is, it draws you in. It's like, what? They got Batman? What is this? Johnny giving away another Todd today. MBZ, did you just see Taps Trade's video? I didn't even get the chance to watch it yet. I only saw the title. His video was 100K Todd Batman. I was like, absolutely, let's go. How is everyone? Doing well, Audible. How are you doing today? Oh, Domer's on the road today. Hey, Domer, don't be VeVe and driving today. Make sure you pull over and do the drop if that's what you're doing. Yeah, I saw that, Willow. I think it's inevitable, man. I mean, I know it doesn't confirm or guarantee anything with Niantic or anything like that. And maybe we don't have it, right? But that's where this is all going if we don't have it yet. I mean, that's why I don't want to put out anything saying it's confirmed. But I think that is exactly where we're headed, because this is all augmented reality stuff that we're using. It's going to be seamless in the world that we live in probably a couple years. What's crazy is that VeVe has so much in the cut. We might not see Simba till 2024 just because when he fits in the schedule, years of content. Exactly, Willow. Like, David Yu wasn't kidding when they said they have years and years of content laid out, right? Like, can you just imagine that? They're working so far ahead. They're leap years in front of all these other NFT platforms. And that's why I think they're the GOAT. That's why I think they're the greatest of all time. I want all these other NFT platforms to be successful and to do well. I just think VeVe is just light years ahead of everybody. What Akomi did since 2016, 2017, it was going to be legendary. They knew where the space was going. Right now, we see so many people come out and they say what they're going to do in a few years. That was VeVe in 2017, 2016. The best thing I like to do whenever I have free time is look at old videos. You know, just type into YouTube, Akomi 2016, 2017, David Yu 2016, 2017, Dan Crothers 2017. Like, watching these early videos, Alfred Kahn, just look what he's done and look up information on him. When you start to really get a grasp of the team that's involved in all of this, you start to see where this is headed, that this is not just some kind of pop-up, cash grab, NFT, capitalize off the buzz moment. No, what they're building here is a legacy. People won't believe that they were here in season 1, 2, and 3 a couple years from now. People are going to look back and say, oh my gosh, I was here. I was all the stuff that we've been flipping, even me. I mean, I've had to flip too. Like everything that everybody's been flipping for the last like seasons 1, 2, and 3. Those are like the Bitcoin pizza stories. Like, those are the moments where we're gonna look back and be like, wow, what's something from season 3 that just came out? Catwoman was season 2, right? What was season 3? Something that just came out recently. One of the comic books or something. We're gonna be like, wow, we were selling those for a couple $100. They're going for 5K, 10K right now. Like, the same way people were buying or sending Bitcoin around to everybody back then. It's just early. This is a platform that everybody in the world is going to be on one day. People on Instagram, Instagram just announced that Meta, Facebook, Instagram, they're all going to be having NFTs integrated on their platforms. Twitter was the first with the profile pictures, right? Right now, even some people, it's been rolled out. Shout out to Fran Relations. I think he was one of the first people that I saw could do it. He was able to verify his NFT profile picture. We all saw this stuff coming months ago. They announced it, and it's finally coming around now. What do you think is going to happen when you're on Instagram and you go to IGTV is one tab, the next tab over says NFTs? Whoa, and now you can look at everybody's digital assets that they own on Instagram as like a verified thing. This is next level. It's the same exact thing as a blue check mark at this point. When you own the very first VeVe NFT, Todd McFarlane Batman, people are going to see that. Let's go. Blessing time. Jay Kill in the building. How we doing, Pioneer? Good luck, Pioneers. It's a beautiful piece. Retail is probably 150. It definitely could be audible. I mean, if it's a solo set, I could see easy $100. So 150, yeah, absolutely. That's probably reasonable. I could see that. Brendan Z is in the building officially. Let's go. No one looks at Economy white paper anymore. It's mind-blowing. Brendan, yes, I'm so glad you brought that up. It's one of those things where you don't want to just read the white paper one time. You want to keep looking it over. See what's changed, right? See what they've been talking about that maybe you missed a while ago. Just read that white paper over and over again, and it'll just refresh how amazing and what a blessing this all is to be here this early. Gonna watch it after the drop. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it too, probably after I stream. Facts, Willow. 100%. 100%, Willow. I feel like VeVe low-key been working on the VeVeverse since 2017 when they started. It takes a few years to develop a game, so it makes sense to start rolling out alpha beta versions now. Exactly, Willow. And to think they got all these partnerships not just now, right? They just rolled it out and announced it now. So you got to think that Disney's been with them for how long? Marvel's been with them for how long? A couple years now. A lot of these brands, DC has been with them for how long now? They've had probably a lot of these studios help them build a lot of these games, or at least start working on them. Dropping and driving, don't want to get a VUI. VeVe under the influence. That's hilarious. No, seriously, Domer, driving and VeVing is dangerous. So make sure you do pull over. I'm not kidding. It is dangerous, though. Trust me. Throg. Throg's a good one, man. I don't have the Ultra Rare Throg anymore. I only have the other two. It's crazy, man. I don't have enough money to be able to get every single thing I want. Like right now, I could. I got enough assets where I could sell something, but I don't want to do it. I'm too attached to them. Like I got 2 Dragon Girls Ultra Rare Gold ones, right? I could sell one of those for easy 4K. I could scoop up some more sets that I want, but I want the 2 Dragon Girls. Same with Wall. I could sell a Wall for 30K right now. Still have one. Been thinking about doing it for the longest time. I was thinking about doing it, grabbing the Spiderman I don't have, and as soon as I saw Pirate's video talking about hyper focusing, I was like, oh man, do I do it? No, I can't do it though. I can't sell the Walt Disney. This is going to be huge. Maybe it takes a dip when some other things come out, but it's going to go right back to Walt. Like if Walt dips and you got enough gems on the side, I think that would be an opportunity right there. Good luck on the drop, V Kerr. Some of the names I've seen are hilarious, man. You guys are great. Yeah, guys, we need to have patience, and when this really rockets, faces will melt. Right now, we're just filling up the rocket fuel tanks. Oh, absolutely audible. Great description right there, an analogy. That's a fact. That's a great way to put it. Like, just think right now. We have big-time celebrities in VeVe right now buying it up, not talking about it. Why do you think that is? They're not going to be like Johnny Dunn telling Gary Vee about VeVe before he even buys his first collectible. Can you guys just fathom that? That's exactly what happened. I looked at all the first date I bought something was March 3rd. I started telling Gary Vee about VeVe on comments March 1st because I didn't have money to put it in just yet. I knew VeVe was going to be so successful and so big. I was telling Gary Vee to check out VeVe March 1st and 2nd before I even bought my first NFT. I was spreading the word worldwide before I even bought my first VeVe NFT. That's like, talk about selfless. That's crazy because I just didn't have the funds to buy anything yet, but I knew it was going to be big, so I was just telling the world. And then I was able to buy a few collectibles March 3rd. That's wild to think about. I didn't realize that until I started looking at it, and I was like, oh my gosh. I just realized I'm commenting telling the world about VeVe March 1st and 2nd. I bought my first one March 3rd. Think about that. Social currency, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Having TODs on your Instagram, Twitter. That's exactly what it is. Blue check marks. Would you rather have all 6 Craven Secret Rares or the Batman versus Killer Croc statue? ROI wise, I mean, all 6 Secret Rares may do better. But I think Batman versus Killer Croc is going to be iconic, so maybe it's not. Knight Rider in the building. Brendan, I don't think you're gonna go wrong long term buying the whole story. I bet someone's gonna rent that whole thing out for me one day. There's only 600 people in the world that can have the whole story of Secret Rares. Smash the like button. Appreciate that. Ooh, that's good news. NFTs are gonna blow up. It's gonna be mainstream. This is the year it happens. First dub of the year. Wow, Brendan, can you believe that? You were just crushing it too in the end of 2021. I can't believe it's 2022 already. Yeah, MBZ facts. VeVe is addicted, man. Thought I was just gonna try to make some money, then fell in love. It's bad. That's what it's so funny because when I first tell people about this, they always say like, "Well, I'm just trying to make some money. I'm not a collector like you are." I'm like, I wasn't a collector either. Like, I mean, I really was. I just didn't think I was a collector. That's the same thing with everybody. Everybody really is a collector. I mean, it's instinctual in human beings to be a collector. People were collecting rocks. That's how it started. What's going on, Idris? They're working a lot in the background. Yeah, absolutely, Kelvin. When this is fully developed in another year or two, people will lose their minds about what's going to happen. People won't believe it. They're not ready for what this is yet. People are starting to get it, and you can see when the hype happens, right? It hits everybody like, oh my gosh, like I need to buy more Omi. It's like we've been saying buy Omi and VeVe for 9 months, right? It's like so people are starting to understand like how big this truly is. It's just in the very beginning when you have people say like, "Oh, we're going to the moon" and all this. It sounds like okay, yeah, this is kind of like skeptical. These are just kids hyping it up, right? But like, no, it's because there's so much belief and trust in the team that's involved in this. Like, yeah, I'm not selling Walt. Don't worry, guys. I'm not selling the Walt. That's got to be one of the biggest NFTs in the world. I'm surprised it's not at 50K yet. That's the thing right there, Brendan. Exactly. Like that's 30K in liquidity that I can easily double that, right? I mean, I could just put 10K into say FA Joker or something right like that, right? I'm not sure what Joker's at right now. Probably wouldn't be the best bet because it's at like 2K right now. But you can make that money into so much more money. And it wouldn't be that bad just because I have another wallet. But then I can't sell that one ever. Yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking, Brendan. Exactly. Make 100K with the 30K before Walk is the 100K. That's what I was thinking with it when I'm debating it. But it's just so tough to time it, man, because if I time it perfect, I'm a genius. If as soon as I sell it, Ray Fixing in the building comes up, says Walt to 100K and, scoops them all up. Walt's now 80K. I'm like, oh, man. You're sitting on it for a little bit. So, I mean, you could play either way. I don't think either way is a bad move. One is just more risky than the other. That's all. And right now, I'm not ready to risk it. But I just know what's coming in the future. Like I can think ahead and see, like, oh my gosh, they got everything. So, but again, we can sell this for Omi too. So I'm thinking a lot of these could be my huge Omi bag as well. What is the best way to get the comic drop? So we got 1 minute to the drop. This is what I like to do. If that was 0 minutes, we got 1 second, 0 second, click now. I hope that small little, all right, we got 55 seconds. If the 0 was at 40 seconds, I'm going to show you what I would do. It's not zooming in or not focusing up, so it's hard to tell. It's at 45 seconds right now. 3, 2, 1, 0, click. So as soon as it hits 0.00, I wait a full second after that and I try to click it. I try to count down from 3 so I can try to time it better. Some people like to spam it. I don't like to spam it. I like to just try to click it one time. But basically, when you see 0.00, that's like 1 second. Sorry I couldn't get to that question earlier. We got 12 seconds to the drop. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Click. Might have gotten it. Oh my God, I got it. Oh my God, I got it, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God, come on. Let's go. 9,733. Let's go. I'm back. Oh my gosh. I've been killing these drops. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Hopefully that just helped right there. What up, Jabe? Jerry, how we doing? Sediment around the Walt is starting to look like Walt is the one. Facts, absolutely. Because you got to think, this is Walt Disney. This is the one that created Disney World. This is like the origin, right? You got Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse in one statue, the first appearance of both in gold. Huge. Let's watch this recording here. Focus up. One time for me. It's 5 seconds. I was a little late there. I feel like I was a tad bit late, but it still worked. Whew. Anybody get one? Coffee ready. I'm not sure if there's going to be a second drop tomorrow or not. Sorry I was so late on those drops. L. Jimmy Bob got a win. Let's go. L. Let's go. Iris got a dub. December. I hope you got one. Kelvin got an L. December still striking out. I might have to give it December a collectible or comic. December's been striking out for so long now. It's been months. Let me just. Let's go. Feeling like Tiger. Feeling like Tiger lately. Got L's on L's. Dang it. JD on fire. Tap too early. That's the problem. Sometimes the Dragon Girl I just screwed up so big. I was too early. 3,348 is pretty solid. It's pretty good low mint. Oh, you use that. That's actually a good idea, Kelvin, to use one of those. I believe rebounds are exactly at 4. That's what everybody says they have good luck with. Tatiana got a dub. Let's go. Marty McFly got another dub with the JD countdown. Let's go. I'm just glad a few people, it works for them. Let me just tweet this out real quick. Put the link in there. Boom. The Drop King. Let's go. Knight Rider got one. Let's go. I'm an alien bot. That's a fact. Alien mode. I secured 2 after missing all year, bro. Wow. Brendan got 2? How'd you get 2, bro? Holy cow. Struck it like a Cobra timing gate. Saggy Doc got one. Sheesh. Timed it perfectly. Still missed. Wow. Yeah, dubs, that happens sometimes. I feel like sometimes when I time it perfectly, sometimes I just don't get lucky and don't get it. I feel like you have to do both. You have to time it perfect and you have to get lucky. Like sometimes it just won't go through. Mr. Trackstar got one. Let's go. Whole chat pretty much did well. A lot of people didn't get one, but Pizza Off the Wall got one. Isaac Kerr got one. Sheesh. Z Brito struck out. Tom struck out. I hate the drops. The good news is, guys, if you are striking out and you haven't got one and you're frustrated, the drops are going to change. The system is going to change. Whether that's good or bad, we'll find out soon. Sniffles are back. We will find out soon if that's good or bad, right? I mean, the drop system is going to change, though, so hopefully it's a little bit more fair for people who haven't gotten one. But we'll see if that's a good thing or bad thing as the drops change in the future. But I'm glad a lot of people in the chat got one today, though. That's good news. Jabe's still striking out in the drops. They're tough, man. Absolutely tough. Rebounds just happening right now. This is a fact right now, December. You're right. You get one when you least expect it. Absolutely. Like the first part 1, I didn't think I was going to even come close to getting one. I got one, and I was like, oh my gosh. That moment completely changed my confidence around this whole entire week. Part 2, I didn't get one. Thought I timed it perfect, though. Part 3, I got one. Maybe, I'm not sure. Part 4, I got one. Like, I've gotten 3 drops this week so far. Flaps, I got one. I got lucky today. Again, I timed it pretty good. Dungate, baby. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to be doing a giveaway today. Just a small one. I thought it was going to be a big Omi and Go token giveaway. But I'm going to save the Omi and Go token giveaway for tomorrow. Shout out to, again, Ryan Romantic. He's the one who shot me over some Go tokens. So when I get the Omi from Rickard Broma, I'm going to be doing an Omi and a Go token giveaway tomorrow. Again, guys, if you guys want to see some awesome showrooms and anything like that, Ryan Romantic just made his YouTube channel. So he's one of the best showroom builders out there. Definitely go check him out. I'm just going to do a little comic giveaway today. The real drop is the Johnny giveaways. Let's go. I hope that's not the case, Drew. Man is on a run. I have been killing it lately. Trying to find some more people on Twitter right now who got a drop today. Gonna repost them. That's a fact, Sam Ellis. Sam just said, let's go. Hitting drops is still a thing after all. I adopt a mentality that I'm not going to hit anything. So when I do, it feels magical now. You just got to keep trying. Eventually, luck will play in your favor. That's a fact. That's exactly what it is, you know? Man, I feel like I play a game like every time I do the drop. I absolutely love these drops. I feel like I'm playing a golf match or something every day. What's the prediction on this drop? I don't think it's going to go too crazy. Even, yeah, I will, Flaps. I'm just going to have everybody that was in yesterday. And if someone wasn't here and I call their name, I'm just going to re-roll. I'm not sure how many editions I think Sunday's drop will have. If it's only a one set deal, one set, there's no other variant editions or anything like that, or, you know, variant styles of the Batman drop. I think it could be over $100 maybe if it's a full set. I was thinking if there's different variants, maybe there's like a $40, $60, $80 type thing. But if it's just one and it's a full set, I'm thinking there's like going to be anywhere from 7 to 12,000 editions, and there's going to be like just over $100 or maybe $100. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's completely different. On this drop right here, that just dropped, a comic book drop, I don't think it's going to be too valuable. I don't think it's going to, I think it's just going to be just like the same as we just had the last few parts. Like, to me personally, like, I'm talking about the leverage aspect, I don't really want to sell too many of my things right now because I know how early it is still. I'm just trying to add new money in as much as I can. I'm not advising you guys to do that. And there's some people who are done putting in money, but for me personally, I would rather put in money. But that's like the collector in me talking. It's not really like the investor in me. Because I want my collection to stay pat. Like, I want to be able to have one of, not the biggest museum, but a huge museum of all the stuff that I love and I was able to obtain. So, like, I want to keep 2 Walts. Like, I don't want to have to sell one and only have one. I don't think it's a coincidence, self plug. I think it is a coincidence. I'm sorry. I don't think it's like I don't think it's like sketchy or anything like that. I think it's just random. Yeah, parabolic growth, VeVe Las Vegas. Facts. 6 L's in a row. I hit 8 in a row, and then I finally got one. Today's your secret rare, fam. Dubes, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. I actually did go and buy the first part secret rare, but I had that up for sale for a while. It didn't sell, and I delisted it. I kind of do want to keep that one. I'm debating back and forth. My goal, like I said before, is to at least get a 3-digit mint on the commons. That's just what I want for the series. So I'm gonna continue to do that. If I get a secret rare on this one, I would probably flip it. I do hope I get a secret rare because I want the gems right now. I got a bunch of things for sale actually, so I will be getting some gems soon. I'm keeping my grails, keeping my big collections. I'm going to be letting go of some of the things that I don't absolutely love soon. Not just for this Batman drop. I think this Batman drop will do okay. I think it will be pretty big, but I don't think it's something to where you go and sell, any of the Batmans from the first season, like to get this one. I think the first season Batmans are going to be legendary. Those are something that you probably want to hold on to long term. I'm impressed how hard it is to get a drop. Yeah, me too. It's a great thing. If you just rewind a little bit ago, Marvel Comics #1, that drop. All these drops previously, we had time in between. Things didn't sell out right away. But did they just tweet out 15K editions? I knew they would tweet out while I'm on stream. They always do that. It's good that they're getting the info out, though. Oh, you're just making a prediction, Audible or Jerry. $100 drop price. That's my prediction. Yeah, I thought you were saying that they put it out already. So, unfortunately, you won't know what rarity you got until it is delivered. That's kind of the anticipation with the comic books, the blind box with the comic books. If it was a blind box for a collectible drop, you would see everything right away in that green truck screen. But with comic books, you don't know the rarity until it gets delivered. So that could be a bad thing if yours gets delivered after the marketplace opens, because then you don't know which one to go for. So hopefully yours does get delivered soon. Hopefully, Horgo, I got a secret rare. I got one drop today. I don't know which it is. It looks like it's only going to be one collectible drop for the Batman. Oh, awesome. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know. I am excited for this. Willow. See, that's good though. You're not mad. I mean, you're probably frustrated a little bit, but it's like it's a joke because how much demand there is, right? I want to find out how many active users we have now on these drops. It used to be 250,000 on the drop they active. It's probably closer to 500,000 now. Like that's insane, right? Gee, yo, how are we doing, fam? Yeah, you know what's weird? I felt like I was a little slow today too. Like I didn't hit it as quick as I normally do. I waited a tiny bit. Like it was probably 0.001 second late or something crazy like that. Catwoman and Batgirl were chilling in the store for so long. I know, dubes. How crazy is that? Guys, if you're just tuning in, you don't realize Batgirl and Catwoman was for retail price in store for retail just a few months ago. Like, does anybody know when they sold out? Maybe it was like late summer, springtime. Not spring, fall. I'm not sure exactly when they sold out, but it was sometime like right before winter hit, I think. They're probably going to be over $1,000, each one of them. They're the first appearance of big characters. My last secret rare hit was the Captain America, which I'm not mad about because I hit that and the Spider-Man secret rare. So like, I've already been blessed, guys. Comic book secret rare right now would just be a bonus blessing. Late fall time. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. December's definitely 0 for a million right now. All right, guys. If you guys entered the giveaway the last couple of days, you don't have to enter again. You're already in here. And if somebody gets called that is not here, I will re-roll. Same recap, America. Yep. It's pretty low mint view curve. Lapses entered. I got Geo, Flaps, Colton Rhodes, Seska, Dubes, Kelvin, Jay, Montage, Tom, Nugent, Great Eagle, Isaac Kerr, Knight Rider, Zombie Freak, Sammy, Saggy Dot, JJ, VV Fanboy, Green Goblin, DB335, MJ, Idris, Gabe, Vincent, Hodgenedge, Horgo. I haven't seen them. I've seen Horgo, not Hodgenedge. Hodgenedge, if you're here, let me know. Jerry, Rich J, Getsy, Fun Under the Sun, David Hendricks, Justin Toledo, Dom D, Krios, Angel, Davis, Daniel Everson, Ultra Rare, Jose Ramirez, Portfolio, Bosco. We got a bunch of people still here. I got Ismail already. Zayuri, I'm going to add you. Oh, Hajnaj is here. Let's go. Check my OpenSea family. For some reason, when people send me things, it always comes up as hidden. Do you guys know why? I just made it unhidden again. Let's go. Oh, this is fire. And it's a song too. Let's go, bro. All right, we got a Doctor Strange giveaway coming too. Let's go. VeVe Las Vegas. Do you ever think about selling all your first season Batmans for Omi? It's a stressful decision. Just gonna hold what I love. See y'all in the VeVe-verse. What's going on, VeVe Las Vegas? No, I'm not gonna sell all my first season Batmans. Never. Those are something that are always gonna be held. I do think about selling other things for Omi for sure, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell some other duplicates for Omi, but like the first series Batman, I'm never touching. Maybe like no, I'm never touching them because the way I see Todd too, like I think you're going to be able to use a Todd one day as collateral to buy a house. Stuff like that I see happening. I do have 3 Todds luckily, so maybe I do sell 1 Todd for like a huge amount of Omi. That's like a huge Omi bag. But I think I have other collectibles that I think I could get Omi out of without having to let that one go. Maybe if it's like an FA Harley Quinn, I may be able to let that go for a big bag of Omi. This is awesome, bro. 5 copies too. That's amazing. That's a few giveaways right there. Let's go. This is actually awesome, dude. All right, I'm gonna do this giveaway tomorrow because I want to work out and make sure I know how to like send things perfectly. I don't want to mess this up on stream or anything, so I'm gonna work that out today, get that situated, make sure I know how to do everything. Tomorrow, on the final part, we're gonna be having a NFT giveaway, along with hopefully the Omi and the Go token giveaway. So tomorrow could be the biggest giveaway. Omi and Go tokens with some NFT music from Doctor Strange. I think this is going to be an awesome thing. If you guys aren't following Doctor Strange, make sure you guys are following Doctor Strange on Twitter. This is his Twitter name. Is not going to focus up for me. All right, his Twitter name is DOKTA Doctor, and then Strange, STRANGE, Doctor Strange. We got NFTs given out tomorrow, and the Omi token, and the Go token. And we're going to be giving away a few of these NFTs too, because he sent a few. You got a lot of people in the. Yes, sir. Yeah, BDK. Actually, I hit 3 times this week, so I got pretty lucky this week. Collectibles are Omi. Facts, VeVe fanboy. Facts. Exactly, man. That's why I keep thinking, like, I don't want to sell anything just yet. Because I know it's almost, I look at these collectibles as like you're staking your Omi right now. You're staking your Omi in these collectibles. And ETH. You're staking it in Omi and ETH, and you're logging them both, basically. Bosco got another win. Facts. Tour for you. All right, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that big time, Doctor Strange. So I'm going to be giving away 3 giveaways, 3 NFTs. That's an awesome giveaway right there. And then today I'm just going to be giving away a comic book soon. Who wants to have their VeVe collectibles verified on Twitter? Wow, I cannot wait for this. First season worth more than what we know right now. They're priceless to holders and socially. Facts. Season 1 is going to be iconic, guys. Like, people are going to be like, oh, I just want to get, you know, a Kripke season 1. Like, people are going to be wanting, like, anything that's season 1 eventually. That's the way I see it. Because imagine season 7, season 10. Oh, let's go. We got Doctor Strange's rookie card essentially right now. He said, a collector side note, this is his first NFT and it was made with errors, similar to a rookie error card. The next will be similar and the errors fixed. So this will be the rookie card for me. Let's go. So 3 people got a chance to get his rookie card right now. I just got to chill. I know it. What were you saying, VeVe Las Vegas? Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would just chill. Yep. Absolutely. And I appreciate that super chat too, my man. Big time. You see, the real VeVe drop is Johnny's live. That's actually awesome. I'm glad you guys say that. That's awesome. I'd rather have more NFTs than Omi, in my opinion. See, what's so interesting before I get to this giveaway real quick, I'm going to do it soon because the market's about to open. Comic book giveaway. We weren't sure in the very beginning to load up on the Omi or load up on the VeVe NFTs in the very beginning. I went with the VeVe NFTs and got Omi along the way. Turned out to be a great decision, but like I thought I was like kind of missing out on everybody buying like all this Omi, and I think Omi is a long term play. Omi is like the gasoline, the fuel. Omi's about to moon soon. Wendy loves Nico. What? Flaps, I got you in here. All right, giveaway incoming soon. There are always so many generous people in this live. No one feeling generous and wants to donate a comic to a friend who doesn't get drops. User AVTYZ. You are right, though, Z, brother. There's so many great people in the live chats all the time. I feel like that energy is just contagious, you know? People want to be around positive people. Can't go wrong with either one. Facts. Don Hyen. Fingers crossed. Yeah, facts, BDK. Yeah, a lot of people went Omi first. Like shout out Chris Moneymaker. He was talking about how he almost regrets and kind of wishes he went hard in VeVe early on. But I mean, he's invested in Omi, and time's about to come. I mean, Omi's gonna be huge, guys. Tatiana, I believe you're already in here. Let me just check. Wait, let me just scroll up. Scroll up. There it is. All right, didn't have you. All right, guys, we have a lot of people in this wheel. 98 people. So people who win may not be in the live chat right now, but let's get it going. Again, guys, this is for the comic book drop today. Good luck to all the contestants. And the winner is JJ. Is JJ here? Market's open. It was so close to VeVe Fanboy. It was unbelievable. Jimmy Bob's added already. Hey guys, this is for the comic book drop today. Good luck to all the contestants. And the winner is JJ. Is JJ here? Let's go. I'm so glad you're here. Let's go. VeVe Fanboy, you just missed out, my man. I'm so sorry. All right, JJ, write in your VeVe username for me. I'm going to go check out the market real quick because everyone says the market's open. I'd be happy for Omi to even be at 5 cents this year, Drew Seller says. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. I think 5 cents is definitely within reach. I think 5 cents is within reach not being on a major exchange, to be honest. I think once we hit Coinbase, once we can have Omi on the VeVe app, buy Omi on the VeVe app, game over. Coinbase is going to unlock everything. Like, say if Logan Paul makes a whole video about Omi right now, it's going to pump, but it's not going to be parabolic because the ease of access isn't there just yet. If Elon Musk talks about Omi right now, same thing. It's going to pump, but that friction is still there. So I think we're waiting until we get on Coinbase, Binance, maybe Robinhood, which it'll probably come after. But I think once we get on these major exchanges, it's probably going to be inevitable, right? That's when I think these famous people, celebrities, influencer, pro athletes, they're going to start talking about Omi, really promoting it, because that's when we'll see parabolic growth when we're on these major exchanges. Coinbase puts us at 8 cents easy. Because also think about this. Not only is the ease of access there for everybody at that point, the exchange is buying a ton of tokens as well. The exchanges alone buying massive amounts of tokens. Just think of what that's going to do, guys. Then the FOMO of everybody. Oh, man, this is going to be huge, guys. All right, so the comic today, the common, there's 248 available for the commons. It's going for $25. There's 76 uncommons available going for $40. 43 rares available going for $95. 27 ultra rares available going for $250. 11 secret rares going for $900. And mine, I did not get mine just yet. So I don't know which one I have. Hopefully it's a secret rare. Do you know Coinbase is heavily invested in IMX? They are invested in IMX. Exactly. Drew said it's just too hard to buy for the average person right now without these exchanges. That's exactly it. I've told so many of my buddies to go buy Omi and get to the hard spot of what's Bit4X. And I try to say, all right, let me walk you through it. And they say, nah, never mind. Just forget it. I'm like, all right, I'm telling you should do it. I'm telling you to, go through it. But if you don't want to take the time to do it, then I understand. But what's going to happen when it's everybody's just waiting until it's easy to buy. But it's going to be too late. Not too late because this is still early. Like, I mean, if you can still buy it at a couple cents, I think it's a steal. But How is this one doing worse out the gate than yesterday? Last Amazing Spider-Man did better. Yeah. Gee, I think the market's just so not mature yet. Like, people don't really know what's happening. So it's just always funny to see the market all over the place. Let me scroll down here. Finally, the 40 comic books that I got are finally going up in value. It's too funny, man. They're finally $25 right now a piece. They basically doubled. So that's good news. All right, I'm going to send you. Oh, there's so many. You do not have a profile, right, JJ? You don't have a profile picture on yours? Let's go. I love doing giveaways. Got yourself a little $25 comic book, Hulk comic book. Because I had 40 of them, that's kind of like my giveaway stash now. But I do have the full set of the Hulk, thanks to Luke Blackby. Shout out to my guy. He's the one who donated the secret rare to me. I'm never going to sell that one, my man. It's one of my favorite looking secret rares. That one and the other one I bought, which is the Dark Hawk. I know it's not like a crazy valuable one, but just the cover art alone on it, I like a lot. Oh, see, BDK, it's tough to sell the crypto now when it's already down, because I'm sure as soon as you sell, a crypto booms, right? And you're like, oh my God, if I just waited. I think you might be in a better spot to wait until it booms and then sell. But I mean, anytime you put the money in the VeVe, I don't think it's going to be a bad time to do it. But not financial advice, right? Nothing I ever say is ever financial advice. But in my opinion, I know a lot of people that have sold a lot of their cryptos for VeVe and OMI, but you got to make that decision your own, like by yourself. You got to make that own call. Think waiting to maybe it goes back up, because you never really want to sell at a loss. Maybe it's not at a loss and it's just down. It's inevitable that crypto goes back up. We're just in a little down period right now. I've had to buy it for my friends to get them in. Facts. I mean, I was the same way. It took me forever. Shout out to my guy Sam, man. It took me like 4 hours on the phone. We talked about other things too. Obviously, we were just, BSing on the phone, but it probably took me a good like 2 or 3 hours nonstop to figure out for the first time Bit4X. I was like, what is spot account? What do you mean? Like, it just didn't make sense to me because I'm not familiar with it. So it was just funny because right after I got off the phone, that's right when I was about to run up to Todd's and just max out the card. As soon as I hung up the phone, it sold out, because right before there was still a couple thousand left, and I was like, boom, I'm gonna do it. I already had like 6 at the time, and it sold out. I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. But I found out how to get OMI, so I was okay with it. Good night, December. Appreciate you for tuning in always. Big time support. Yeah. It's only 1 ETH. Start thinking about these prices in ETH, guys, too, because that's where it's headed, right? I heard about how to buy OMI on your channel, and I'm glad I did it. Wow, let's go, Montage. That is awesome to hear. I'm so happy that's what happened. I mean, that's all I try to do, right? I just try to spread the word, spread the knowledge. I mean, I think people are starting to take it a little bit more serious now, because they're starting to see like, oh, these just went up how much in value, right? But obviously everything has ebbs and flows. We're seeing a little bit of a dip right now. I mean, that's kind of normal. Every time that things just skyrocket like that, there's always going to be a little bit of a retracement, but usually the retracement is still higher than the previous floors. So, wow, 220 common just went for floor price. See, that's what happens when I think new people get in and they're just unsure of like what mint numbers mean and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so OKE, that's another exchange, right? OKX, I think it is, right? Let's go, JJ. Shout out to you for winning. I'm taking secret rare donations. I sold all my altcoins to buy into VeVe. I think that's smart, Tatiana. I think that's smart because right now, yeah, sure, the altcoins could go up that you had, right? They could go up, but I think the long-term aspect when you're buying the VeVe NFTs, they're not just some random NFT project, right? These are premium licensed digital collectibles. These are NFTs licensed by the biggest brands in the entire world. Think back when Pokemon dropped and the cards that dropped. Imagine if you could rewind the clock and go scoop them up right now, the first editions. That's what this is right now. We have the first edition Batmans, the first edition, first appearance Superman. We're just rewinding the clock and picking all these up digitally. It's kind of wild what's happening right now. Yeah. That's something I think the VeVe team will sort out. They block a bunch of people. Randy Chavez raid. Is Randy on the stream? Let's go. Shout out to Randy. This is hilarious. Let's go. My guy, Randy. Shout out to you, my man, for super chat. Appreciate you big time. This is hilarious. Chavez raid. That is great. So how does that work? You just come onto the live basically and basically just like watch what's going on? I didn't know people could do that before. Kyle Wilson was one to do that too. That's hilarious. I'm going to start doing that to people once I figure it out. Let's go. Yeah, shout out to Randy. He's like the Steve Irwin, man. RIP. He's got all the Gators. This is hilarious. Gator gang. Yeah, in the emojis right now. I want to see some Gator emojis. Spam the chat with some Gator emojis right now. That's hilarious. Follow our Gator King. You know what? Randy's going to have a crazy moat, a crazy castle in the VeVeverse with all of his Gators guarding it. That's going to be awesome to see. My wife thought I was crazy investing $16K in the app since March. Now it's worth over 6 figures. These are the stories that are the best to hear. Let's go. Like Button Brigade. Appreciate you guys big time. Drew said, so with renting the NFTs in the future, what do you think will be put in place to prevent people from not giving it back? So that's a great question. So the great thing about these NFTs is that you can put in smart contracts, meaning I could rent it out to you, Drew, for say 24 hours. And then in 24 hours, it automatically gives it back to me. So that way you can't, sell it or anything like that. Being able to transfer it to people will probably be blocked in that instance. So right now, if you look on in the details, it says owner John Dunn or owner Drew, whatever your username is. It'll probably say renter or rented by Drew, 24 hours or 48 hours or something like that. Maybe 7 days. And so it'll be a smart contract that sends it back. Let's go. We got Gators in the chat. This is hilarious. Yeah, we do. We need a Randy JD collab for sure. We haven't collabed on the video yet. I got a 27,000. So a high mint Harv you got. And it should get delivered soon. I haven't got mine delivered just yet either. So I'm going to go over the prices in the marketplace. That's only the downside of it. The good side of not getting your collectible right away is because it builds that anticipation, right? People get excited. They want to see what it is, but don't have it yet. But the downside to that is you don't know which one to buy in the marketplace right now. Like mine didn't get delivered yet, so I'm not sure if I should get the common, the uncommon, all that kind of stuff. Let me go over the details of what's in the market. So we have the common, 458 available for $23. The uncommon, there's only 120 available in the market for $36. We have 89 available for the rare, going for $80. 37 available for the ultra rare, $210. And the secret rare, 29 available, going for $780. If it's a secret rare, I'm selling it. Yeah, that was kind of my plan too. If I got a secret rare, I was going to flip it right away. But right now, the prices are kind of low. Randy grinds hard with YouTube and the live streams. He's a true legend. Yeah, facts, definitely. Randy is the real FA killer croc. Would the price appreciate if it's held for a while? I would think so, Harv. I think the price appreciation is going to happen on Todd. Oh, you're saying what should I buy, Todd or Steamboat Ultra Rare? And Harv answered Todd. I think they're both going to do amazing. I think Todd will take the cake long term, just because Todd is the first ever VeVe NFT. Steamboat Willie Ultra Rare is iconic. It's the first appearance of Mickey Mouse in the real world, so that's legendary too. And it's the first ever. It's the first series of the Mickey Mouse NFT collection. So I think that's going to be huge. I mean, people coming to the app right now, they're going to get their favorite collectible. So we saw Pro the Doge. It came to the app. He bought Mickey Mouse. Probably knew Disney was huge, right? So I think people coming to the app, they're going to find whatever brand they love right away. But the more research that they do, they're going to find that, oh, what was the first NFT that was released? Oh, it was the first appearance of Batman 2. It was the Todd McFarlane Batman. I think it's all going to go back to the Genesis. I think long term, having the first VeVe NFT will be iconic. Both are going to be wins. I think everything's going to appreciate in value on the app right now, not financial advice. Some things are just going to appreciate faster than the others, more than others. I think the secret rares will do great. I think all the comics are going to boost as soon as we can put these in our actual showroom. We're going to be able to put these comics in our showroom and hang them up on the walls, all kinds of things. So I think once that happens, the comics are going to boom, including the secret rares. I'm also holding a common FA Spider-Man. I'm 21 and I'm testing the waters with NFTs. Smart move, Harv. So that common Spider-Man you have right there, is it the one without the cape on it? Because I believe if it's part of the first ever Marvel NFTs, that's going to be iconic. Just imagine, not even months from now, but years from now, how many more Marvel NFTs will they release? We still have the Hulk, Wolverine, and so many more that aren't as iconic. So I think having the first ever Marvel NFT is going to be huge. You could just Google first Marvel NFT, and that Spider-Man is going to pop up. So I think it's going to be huge. Gio said, honestly, I'm going to have to say Steamboat, and not just because I have one, but seriously because Disney has big plans for the metaverse. That's a fact, too. Like I said, if you go Steamboat Willie on that, you can't go wrong. I think having the first ever Mickey Mouse NFT collection will be truly iconic as well. Especially with Disney and their plans, they have every incentive to have utility with these collectibles. Whether that's, a free pass to Disney World, who knows what it could be. But they do have every incentive and most likely will bring some utility with the Mickey Mouse, the partner statue, the Disney moments. But if it was just me, I would always go back to what was the first. And so that's the top. But Todd is huge on VeVe. So you have to believe that VeVe is going to be big. If you don't believe VeVe is going to be that big, then maybe not, the first NFT won't be as important. But I think you're here now because you believe VeVe is going to be huge. So wow, physical Todd is only 2 numbers away from the VeVe one. That's incredible right there. Oh, okay. That's the zombie I have. The Spidey stance one, the common. Okay, yep. If you have both, then that's great. New series, JD quotes. Let's go. What was the one quote that you like, Kelvin? I say a few quotes. My favorite quote is what I have on my banner here. Make your passion or paycheck. I saw that in a YouTube ad recently, and I'm like, wow, they just stole my whole entire my quote, what I live by. I should have patented it. Yeah, mine's still pending too, Marty McFly. Absolutely. I would be careful. Let's see how many are still. Yeah, so a lot have to be delivered still, guys. So prices may fall even more. I'm not sure. We got the secret rare, 267 still have to be delivered. So a lot more still have to be delivered. Ultra rare, 538 still have to be delivered. 1.2K have to be delivered of the rare. So a lot still have to be delivered. Who's Claw Man? This is probably one of the funniest moments on the stream. Just like token prices, there'll be dips. VeVe market slight bit predictable when new drops are announced. Absolutely, yep. Usually the best time to buy things are right before that new drop happens. Things are usually dipped pretty low. And then as things start running up, they look like they're just going to blast off forever. That's usually the time to let go of a couple duplicates. Let's go. Oh, man, this is a tough one right here. Should I sell a high mint 5,000 Elsa for the first Robin series, for the first series Robin? Whew. Elsa's going to be iconic. Elsa is one of those to where I don't even, it's going to, obviously a low mint Elsa is going to be huge. I think just having Elsa will be legendary. Season 1, though, FA Robin, you know, what kind of Batman fan's not going to want Robin? Oh, man, Robin shot up big, too. I would hate to see you trade a Disney moment, a Disney golden moment. Do you have a lot of the golden moments? If not, I would say keep that Elsa. Because I think golden moments are going to be like legendary if you have one of the golden moments. Oh, sure. I actually got the drop today, my man. I don't know which rarity I got, but I did get the drop. What's your strategy? So my strategy is to delete all the apps that I'm using, erase my files in my phone. I'm not sure if those things help. I think they do, though. I feel like they do. I try to have my phone at like a high battery percentage and make sure that no one else is on the internet. I think that's it's a big factor as well. And instead of smashing the button, just keep pressing down on it. I like to try to time it. I like to try to time it because instead of reacting to it, I feel like if you react to it, you're just going to be late. So it's almost like going faster than human reaction time because I'm not reacting. I'm literally just having blind faith, not blind faith because I'm counting down, having faith that I'm just going to time it perfectly. I always equate it to like a quarterback if you play football. It's like a timing route. Sometimes the quarterback passes it, throws the ball to a wide receiver before they're actually open. Sometimes they time it wrong and it's an interception, right? That's what happens if you time it too early on the VeVe app or time it too late, you know. Do you hold Omi, brother? I do, Cynox. I do hold Omi. I think Omi is a great thing to hold. I am definitely going to try to get to as many con events this year as possible. I want to meet the fam. I want to meet you guys. I want to meet the other influencers too, for sure. Like I want to meet everybody. So I think it's going to be a great time when everybody links up for sure. Ooh, best collectible to stack under $200. Things ran up recently, Vane. I would say there's a lot of things from season 1 that are still under $200. I would look at season 1 stuff. I would look at the Batman stuff ran up. Obviously, Superman's out of reach. All the Spiderman stuff ran up. So you have the big IPs that are kind of gone. So the opportunity, I think, would be if you're not going for the Mighties, the Marvel Mighties, that's another pretty good one because that's still a Marvel IP that's exclusive to VeVe. I think they have every incentive to make them valuable, to come up with utility, whether it's a game, etc. I think there could be some kind of play to earn eventually in the future with them. I see a lot of people that brought that up recently. Shout out to VeVe Vision. He was one of the first people to bring it up again. I think it's good that we're focusing some light on some things that were put up before, but kind of just gone away from the wayside. And people are, because there's a ton of people who didn't even know about that. So shout out to VeVe Vision. If you guys aren't following them, make sure you guys follow them. I think there's a lot of things. Season 1, I think there's still some Tokidoki Season 1 stuff that's probably good to stack. Maybe some Cryptkins because it's Season 1. Trying to think of some other things that are under $200 still. Ultra, or not the Ultra Rare DeLorean, the common DeLorean maybe. We know that they're going to be drivable someday. With remote control, you're going to be able to drive the Ultra Rare Common. Common may get added first, but we'll see what happens. I think it's going to really, we're kind of waiting until the augmented reality stuff gets a little bit better. And then we're going to be able to drive these remote control. It's going to be like a little race car in augmented reality. Maybe drive it on the desktop and then it could like fall over, stuff like that. I think that augmented reality stuff is going to get really, really good soon. Elsa's a hodl. I would agree. Do you think the VeVe community is too focused on Marvel, Disney, DC? I think Cartoon Network, Back to the Future, and other smaller IPs are getting slept on. Yeah, they are getting slept on. I think it's a good thing to focus on those big IP brands, but because there's been so much focus now, I think the other ones are being slept on for sure. Yep. I like Back to the Future a lot. And one of the reasons why is because I think we're going to get all the characters eventually, probably more different things from Back to the Future. To have the DeLorean, the first drop of Back to the Future, and it's the first car ever, the first vehicle on the app, Back to the Future DeLorean. Common's going to be pretty valuable. I could see one day where the common DeLorean is over $500, maybe even $1,000. And I think it was just selling for $13 a few months ago. Like, people said the DeLorean drop ruined the VeVe app. That's how short-term thinkers, that's how short-term people were thinking. They weren't thinking long-term when there was going to be millions of people here. People thought that would never be possible. Facts. QB throws the ball before the wide receiver is even looking. That's why it's hard to cover. Exactly. And that's kind of what I'm doing with these drops. So if you think about it like that, it may help a little bit. Yeah, look at Frozen. Absolutely. Frozen's, I think the song has like how many billion of plays? Yeah, Star Wars is huge too, man. Star Wars is iconic. I think we're starting to see that edition sizes don't matter as much as the popularity of the IP brand itself. Look at Walt Disney, right? If we went by that logic, 30,000 would seem impossible for something like a 4,000 edition collectible, right? But it's Walt Disney. Like, same thing for Elsa. I think you'll be saying like, wow, I have a 5,000 mint Elsa. You'll be happy you have that. Under $200, I would say Marvel Mighties. Yeah, that's probably a safe bet. I like Adventure Time below 200. I'm not sure if there's too many that are below 200 though. I like Deadpool. Deadpool is also a FA superhero. The stamps, the first stamps ever. I would probably go with the stamps too. What's going on, B Lit? How we doing, fam? I like the stamps. I stocked up on a couple of the uncommon. I actually think I have one listed, or I did have one listed, but I still have a few of those uncommon stamps. I have the whole stamp set under 1K mint, and then that's when I stacked up on a few uncommon. I have an extra rare one that I'll eventually flip to. What time live stream tomorrow? We will be doing the same time as usual. I'm going to try to get a hold of Rickard Broma today. Wasn't able to get a hold of him yesterday. He's probably out and about collecting more Omi. But he said he was going to sponsor the live stream one day this week with an Omi giveaway. And again, shout out to my guy, Ryan Romantic. He sent over some Go tokens. So I'm going to be able to give away 3 NFTs from Doctor Strange, some Go tokens, as well as some Omi. So I think tomorrow is going to be awesome. Hopefully it all comes through. Uncommon. Maybe super long term. I think the common will probably be one of the better ones. The common and the secret rare. Is it the rare or the uncommon that has the Coke sign in the background? I like that one a lot. Golden moments are golden. That's a fact. My Super Bowl pick. Oh, man. Whew. That's a tough one right there. I'm definitely a sports guy, for sure. Sports were my life, my man. Like everything I did in my entire life was revolved around baseball. Used to be golf in the early days, but then it was baseball. Yeah, people were literally joking about throwing the DeLoreans away in the trash. Joke's on them now. People literally told me that the VeVe app was ruined when the DeLorean dropped. I had arguments with people. Like, unbelievable. You should not do this. As much as I love Omi, you should not rob the elderly to do anything. You got to respect the elderly. Do you think Iron Man will hit 5K soon? What's it at right now? Iron Man's got to hit 5K, I would think. I'm surprised it's not over a few thousand already. Iron Man's 2.3K. It just ran up a little bit, I think. The last week. I think it could. You are right, JD. With the user base increasing, we are seeing a shift in importance of popularity versus number of mints. Example, Wonder Woman. Exactly. Wonder Woman's a common. So if you just look at that, please, someone. Give me at least one. Oh, what are you talking about, Razak? Are you talking about Go tokens? You need a Go token, Razak? I could shoot you a Go token. Or are you talking about Omi tokens? One Omi token is about 70 cents right now. Go tokens are even cheaper, but you need Go tokens to be able to send and transfer Omi. So if you need one, I can definitely send it to you. Let's see. Wonder Woman. Yeah, so Wonder Woman's a common. So going off the previous logic, you would think, well, it's just a common, right? It can't be a grail. It can't be that important. Well, what's Todd McFarlane Batman? Todd McFarlane Batman's a common. What's the FA Joker? What's the FA Harley Quinn? A lot of these commons with big additions are the most popular character for that reason. They don't want they don't want the most popular character to get out of reach. Imagine what they would have done if they made, for example, Wonder Woman the ultra rare, and then Hawkgirl the common. What do you think the price of Wonder Woman would have been? It would have started out at like 5 to 10K. Hawkgirl would have been nothing and wouldn't be so super. It would be not valuable. So in order to put value on the common, you make the common the most popular, and then it's flip flop. People go for the ultra rare just because of the scarcity alone. That has some inherent value. Even if it's not the most popular character, it'll still bring some value because it is scarce, and people want to complete that set. So that's the genius of David Yu, making all these most popular characters the common a lot of the time. Yes, please send some. JD, yawn, FA. Is that an FA yawn right there? I tried holding it in. 70 cents. I'm rich. No need to spam, family. Yeah, facts. Yeah, Brez, we all got you, bro. Just next time, just don't spam. If someone wants to hook him up with a Go token, I can hook him up with a Go token. Razak, message me on Twitter. If I'm not following you, I may not see it. It'll be in the request, but I'll get to it. Are you on Twitter, my man? Let me know your Twitter name. Big sports guy, like I was saying, the MBZ. I play my whole life, just different sports. My Twitter is Johnny Dunn 777. still haven't even got mine delivered yet. I want to know what I got. Iconic. 3 months. Whoo. Wow, that's awesome that you completed this set, Eric55. I don't even have the secret rare Coke. That's one that I wanted to get. I was able to grab a uncommon or rare 777 mint number. So that's one that I was able to get. But I don't have the secret rare Coke. That's one I wanted to finish. I want to eventually get a brand sponsorship from Coca-Cola. So that's why I grabbed the 777 mint, because I felt like with my brand, Johnny Dunn 777, getting the Coca-Cola 777 mint would just be perfect. Gotta make some cheddar for that Omi. Facts. I think Walt's gonna go crazy, man. S. Johnny. Solid name. I mean, by then, I think people will be able to probably buy Walt with Omi. So when that happens, the prices are going to skyrocket, I think. Spider-Man uncommon or Lady Rainicorn? Which Spider-Man uncommon? Is this a real Twitter name? Are you a real person, my man? You're not following anybody. Did you just find VeVe or something like that? The first one, there's just one. There's another uncommon Spider-Man. The other uncommon Spider-Man is the New York Comic Con one, the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. I believe that's an uncommon as well. He says, yes, real. Definitely Spider-Man uncommon. Hangout is undervalued. I think it is undervalued right there, where it is right now. I don't think it's too expensive. Lady Rainicorn is good because it's an ultra rare from Adventure Time. It's an ultra rare from season 1. It is series 2 of that, but again, it's season 1 ultra rare. I think it'll do well. But I think having the first Marvel NFT, I think all of those rarities will go crazy. JD talking to his own bot. Random price prediction. Random price prediction for land prices in the VeVe City and in the suburbs. Oh man, land can get expensive. Way more expensive than the kind of money I have. So I'm just hoping to God, the VeVe gods, that I get like grandfathered in with all the OGs, that we have our own land somewhere. I'd be willing to pay for it for sure, but I just don't want it to be out of reach. I think minimum land, maybe like 500, 1,000, maybe something like that. And premium land would be like 20, 30, 50,000, maybe even more. Premium meaning like next to big iconic things, next to Disneyland, next to stuff like that. So you don't need Go tokens to buy drops. If that is that what you're asking for Go tokens for, my man? So the only thing that you need, trying to get money for new shoes. So you have it a little bit confused. You don't need Go tokens to buy the VeVe NFTs. The only thing you need to buy with the VeVe NFTs right now are gems. In order to get gems, you buy them with US dollars. So you can buy them with a credit card, or I think that's really the only way to buy them right now is from your bank account. You buy gems, and then with the gems, you buy VeVe NFTs. Soon you're going to be able to, you can send your OMI right now to the VeVe app, but we still have to wait a little bit before we can buy these VeVe NFTs with OMI. Oh, Geo. Geo said, I think it will be when you created your account. I think it's got to be. Geo said, I hope OG status is based off when your account was created and not the first purchase. I made my account March 20th, but didn't buy anything until November. Let me ask you, did you go just right into Omi right away? Or did you just not do anything? You just downloaded it and that was it. There are some other people I know that did the same thing. They downloaded it and they didn't buy anything for the longest time. Kelvin says, started as Go tokens, now as money and shoes. This escalated fast. I meant, can you send me some gems? Oh. I don't have enough gems. If you look at my last video, I think I have like 300 gems right now. I have a big portfolio. I have a lot of NFTs that are worth a lot of money, but I haven't sold any yet. I am going to stack my gems soon, though, but that was hilarious. Do you think my account could be an OG account? My first purchase was Mara Drop in May. Ooh, Knight Rider. You're an OG in the NFT world, and definitely being on VeVe in the first year is still definitely iconic. But I think they're going to save the OG tags for anybody who downloaded an account in season 1. I don't know if it's going to be purchased or download the account in season 1, but I would assume anybody who downloaded an account in season 1 is going to get the OG tag. Jordan C with the $30 super chat. Let's go. Hey, man, thanks for the great content. Have you seen the latest Cavell Anderson video about VeVe disabling innocent users' accounts? This may cause... That's my case he is talking about. Please help raising the topic. Oh, okay. This is your account that he's talking about, so you're reaching out. I haven't got a chance to watch the whole video, brother. Jordan C. I think VeVe's going to do a good job at looking into the situation, and hopefully they're going to get back to you soon. Like I said, I haven't watched the whole video, so I'm not able to comment to see what exactly happened. But if your account's disabled, this goes for anybody. I want to talk about it right now. If you're a new user and your account ever gets disabled or anything like that, they have a third-party team that investigates bot using or anything like miscellaneous that is going to cause problems, anything that causes issues or anything like that, illegal, etc. So their third party is going to temporarily disable accounts that may be flagged for that. It's not saying that you're guilty right away, but it's saying that you have a possibility of something going on here. So then they get a team in and investigate it. They have so many people right now, they don't have an Amazon staff, so they will get around to you when they can. But just be patient. If that ever does happen to anybody else, just reach out to the team, make a support ticket, and they will get back to you as soon as they can. It can be frustrating, but just give it some time and they will get back to you. Berserk beggars can't be choosers. Hi, Knox. Appreciate the super chat. Brzak, you're going to realize that in the VeVe chat here, in the VeVe community, there's a bunch of people that are willing to help out. Just don't spam or just don't, take advantage of it, I would say. Just have patience, and if you need help with something, reach out, and people will definitely be able to help you. So... Can I have my mod FA action? That's hilarious. You guys are hilarious. But Jordan, hopefully that answers your question and everything. I want to make sure that you get your situation situated. So why do you ask for my username? I think he wants to help you out, brother. Man, this chat was hilarious today. Sometimes, that's what's so beneficial about having such a good energy, good vibe in the chat, because so many like-minded people come together and it's a great time. Yeah, Jordan C. A week, 3 days, that's definitely, a good amount of time. Absolutely. Flaps is back. How we doing, fam? Yeah, Jordan, I would say if you made a support ticket, right, you did contact them. I think you're doing everything you possibly can to reach out to other people. So I think they definitely hear your situation. They're going to try to fix it or resolve it any way they can. If they don't get back to you in another couple weeks, I mean, that would be a long time. Have you tried to reach out to Reese or anybody from the team individually and speak with them? Because I think your situation at this point is probably being looked at. I'm sure they have a ton of other things that they're doing, and they're going to get to you as soon as they can. Keep trying to be patient. I know it's frustrating. I know that's probably the last thing you want to hear. But I would just keep being patient, man. There's got to be a reason for something, right? What rarity did you get, bro? I still don't know. I still didn't get mine delivered. So it's kind of unfortunate. Let's see. It's got to be delivered. Nope, still not delivered yet. I don't think a lot of them have been delivered. Oh, almost all of them have been delivered. Okay. We still got a few left, though. 165 out of 500 secret rares have to be delivered still. 359 out of 950 ultra rares have to be delivered still. 8.3 common, 8.3K commons have to be delivered out of 20K. Let's go over the prices one more time. We have 864 commons available for $22. 286 uncommons available for $30. 128 available for the rare. It's going for $69. The ultra rare is $179 floor. 76 are available. 47 secret rares are available for $733. So, bro, I'm so silly. I bought Journey into the Mystery at 115 gems. Oh, that was like its all-time high, I think. It's dropped to 70.90, but I'm holding long term. I hope it jumps back up. It will jump back up. It's unfortunate you bought at the all-time high because it was even below 70 not too long ago. Journey into Mystery, though, is definitely a top comic book. I definitely think that your account's not there. Wow. Jim is a great hold. Yep, Journey into Mystery is a great hold. Facts. Could all the golden moments hit 100K long term, or do you see some of them not getting there? If yes, which ones do you think couldn't make it? Can Elsa hit 100K long term? It's going to be a wild ride if they do. I think they could, though. At least all of them 10K. I think that's bare minimum. My Collectibles made a good video the other day. Shout out to My Collectibles if you're watching. I think he talked about the golden moments a little bit. I got a chance to watch a little bit of his video, and he talked about how the Pixar golden moments. He's 100% right when he talked about this. There's going to be a tab on VeVe about Pixar and then all the characters from Pixar. But those Pixar golden moments will be like the top echelon in those moments in the Pixar series. Same with Star Wars. When we have Star Wars dropping, right? People are going to collect all Star Wars. When Star Wars drops, people are going to collect all Star Wars collectibles, right? They're going to try to be the master collector of Star Wars. People are going to try to get every single Star Wars collectible. So having the first collectibles from Star Wars as golden moments is going to be iconic. Same with all the other ones too. Jim is my one NFT, so I hope to get a drop to flip to eventually buy another NFT. Awesome, yeah. Can't go wrong with Journey into the Mystery. Just got to wait until the comments get above there. Jim was the last comic I was able to snag before the huge run-up. Snag 9969 for 53 gems. I still wanted much more. I still wanted so much more comics, yeah. I got so lucky, Gio. I made the decision. Bro, I still can't believe Randy literally said you were live and that he was ending his live because of it and demanded we rush in. This community is the best. So much love. Wow, that's amazing, man. Shout out to Randy for doing that. I didn't know that's what happened, so shout out to Randy for doing that. That's incredible. I appreciate that big time. I was wondering why that happened. I thought he just like hopped on the same time as the live. I think Kyle did that one time, so that's incredible. Appreciate that, Randy, big time. But what was I saying, Gio? Oh, yeah. So I got lucky, Gio, with the comics. I went around and picked up the 3-digit comic books, the commons, right before the huge run-up. I got them like late November, early December. I picked up like the Miles Morales comic book. I got that one for like $127 maybe. Crazy. I think the cheapest one is like thousands right now, maybe. Same with the Amazing Spider-Man #1. I got that one for a couple hundred. I think the most I paid, besides the Marvel Comics #1, the Fantastic Four #1, I paid like $500 for that 3-digit one. Marvel Comics #1, I paid like $2,000 for that common book. The common comic book 3-digit. That was the last one I got. I showed the picture of my collage of all my 3-digit commons, like late November, early December. And I think that started the wave of people being like, wow, that looks amazing. I want to collect that too. And it got a whole bunch of people to rush in, grab a bunch of 3-digit commons before I was able to grab the 3-digit Marvel Comics #1. And I feel like that was my biggest mistake, because by the time I could go back and get that, it ran up from maybe being like 1,000 all the way up to like 2,600, 2,500 at the time. Now the cheapest is like $8,000, I think, for a 3-digit Marvel Comics #1. Exactly. Once the people flip it, those golden moments in the collector's hands, they're not leaving. Oh wow, that'd be a steal right there. I'm trying everything I can. I have achieved a lot, and it's crazy they just blocked it. Thanks for addressing it. It's all I could ask. I will keep on shooting until someone from VeVe will hear me out. Yeah, absolutely, Jordan. I would just say too, advice: make sure you don't come across as like spamming it, etc. We know you're frustrated for sure. Everyone would be frustrated in your situation, but just make sure you come across in like a respectful, nice way about it too, because that'll make things a lot easier, and it'll make the people more open to willing to help your situation as well. So thanks for coming on and telling your situation, and I'm sure it's going to get resolved shortly, whatever the case may be. Maybe there's a problem with the third party, etc. But I'm sure if you stay patient and you're respectful, you're going to get your situation figured out. Absolutely. Came from Randy's. Let's go. Appreciate you big time for tuning in today. So many giveaways Flaps entered on Twitter. There are a lot of giveaways on Twitter. Do you think VeVe can break 100 billion market cap? If so, how far in your opinion do you see it in 5 years? Do you mean Okami breaking 100 billion market cap? I do see that happening. It's going to take time. They're at a 1 billion market cap right now, but this space is just beginning, guys. This whole NFT space is at the very, very beginning. Think back when CDs, music CDs, went from physical CDs into digital streaming music. The first thing that happened was a Wild Wild West era of LimeWire, Napster, your illegal downloading stuff, right? That's kind of where the NFT space is right now. We took physical collectibles, made them into digital NFTs, and it's a Wild Wild West on OpenSea. You got everything going on right now, right? A whole bunch of things that are not licensed out there, just like how Napster and LimeWire were. Soon, that's going to transition, I believe, the same way music transition from Napster, LimeWire into Apple Music, iTunes, those licensed digital streaming platforms, licensed digital music collections. The same way that's going to happen with VeVe. The whole OpenSea stuff, that's good for a lot of independent artists and everything like that. But I think a lot of those projects, unfortunately, may not last. It's just became too saturated at this point. So I think what's going to happen is the world's going to shift into premium licensed digital collectibles. And VeVe is the leader in the space. VeVe is the Amazon. VeVe is the Apple Music, the Spotify. There's going to be other platforms out there, just like there is right now. There's Pandora, right? There's Spotify. Apple Music is like the Mecca. That's what VeVe is. There's going to be other platforms out there, but VeVe is the new Amazon. VeVe is the new Apple Music. We've seen physical collectibles transition to the digital world. The same thing physical CDs did. And this is just the next thing that's going to happen. I think VeVe is definitely going to have a 100 billion market cap eventually at some point. It may take a couple years, right? I'm not saying this is going to happen in the next 3 months, but I think this is the year of huge growth. This is going to be the beginning. I think that first year was foundation. You have to build the foundation, dotting their I's, crossing their T's. Because when you're building something this big, this long term, you don't want to just rush it. They're in no rush because they know what they have. LimeWire, that's a name I haven't heard in years. Yeah, that's an old school one right there. Have auctions changed since this new update? Yeah, they've changed a little bit. So they went from 3 days of an auction to now just 24 hours. So I think that's going to help speed up everything as well. Yeah, Flaps, that definitely happens. He's talking about people who list for the wrong price. And if you're new, I want to talk about this too because it happens all the time. Sometimes from someone who's been here for a while, just a mistake. Do not use decimal points. This is something I've seen a lot. If you want to sell something for $10,000, sometimes people will write 10 dot thinking it's like 10K. It's not. You're going to end up selling it for $10. So if you want to sell something for 10,000, write 10000. If you want to sell something for $2,500, write 2500. Just don't even include decimal points. Just forget decimal points even exist. LA Omi Homies. Hey, Johnny, just subscribed. Great content. Where are you located? I just started a meetup group for Los Angeles Omi Homies. Wow, let's go. So, unfortunately, I'm on the East Coast, not near the Los Angeles area, but I am on the East Coast. So, if you ever want to come to the East Coast, I'm in Jersey. So, BDK says, either my connection is crap or everyone has lightning fast reactions. What were you talking about? Oh, sells out instantly. Yep, that's the thing, BDK. Right now, the drop system, it sells out instantly because we have hundreds of thousands of people trying to click the same buy now button at the same time. So soon that's going to change. It's going to get to a drop system to where there's a queue system. It's going to be a little bit, we'll see if it's better or worse, but it's going to be a little bit more randomized. So hopefully that helps out. I know it's tough for a lot of people right now. Is there still some time after a bid closes to submit bids as before? I don't think so. I haven't had one go before. I did have one. I tried out the system just for a little bit. I listed a comic book for an auction, and then I saw the floor prices skyrocketing. So I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I delisted it, and I was able to delist it still, which is good because there's no bids on it. So if you list something for auction, you will be able to delist it if there's no bids on it. As soon as someone makes a bid on it, it's in there and you can't delist it. So I'm pretty sure that was the same way. I didn't do auctions too many times before the update, but that is how it is now. I'm not sure if that's how it was before. But once it's over, though, I don't think you can keep on bidding. No. Is there many market bots? Are people having trouble buying it right now? I mean, I'm sure there's bots in everything, but I mean, the VeVe team, that's why they hired an investigation team. I would suggest don't use bots because they're going to catch you and they're going to find you and probably disable your account. So one thing I like to do, I'll tell you guys right now, this happened on a few drops. Disney was one of them, the Homer and Bart. The drop happens and you want to buy something in the marketplace, right? So you come over here. If you guys try to buy the floor one, it's going to happen with this one for sure. Yeah, all right, sold out. So that means I was too slow and somebody bought that one. Let's go down here. This one's probably going to happen too. All right, it'll probably say error. I go to hit buy now, right? Perfect. It said, just missed it. The item is no longer available. Please try another. So you're going to find that happens to you a lot. And that's because so many people are rushing in trying to buy it. Whether maybe there's some bots still going undetected, that may be the case. But if you really want one, this is what I do. You can't really get these unless you're absolutely super fast. So if I need to lock this collectible in, I'll scroll down and pay for one that's maybe a few dollars more. Floor price was what, like 23? I don't mind paying, 25 and locking one in if I actually have to lock one in. I would keep trying to do that. That's what I had to do for the Homer and Simpson Bart collectible. The floor price when it dropped, the first Disney NFT, $70 in the marketplace. I was like, buy, trying to buy. Couldn't buy it. Freaking out like, I need to get this before it runs away. So I scrolled all the way down. I bought a $250 collectible. I'm sorry. I was trying to buy a $250 collectible. It still wasn't working. So I was like, what? Trying to buy. I landed on a $200 collectible and I bought it. The floor was $75 at the time. People are like, what are you doing, Johnny? You just spent $200. The floor is $75. I was like, I tried buying the floor. I couldn't buy it. This is going to be huge, so I just needed to lock one in. So I locked one in, a little bit more expensive, but I believed in that collectible. Hours later, it took off to like $800. So it's happened to me before to where I really wanted to lock one in and the price is tanked. But I love that collectible and I just wanted to lock it in. I think James Bond was a good one. I kind of knew it was going to dip, but I just wanted to lock that in because I personally loved it. If you wanted to just lock that in, hoping it goes up, maybe you did it wrong and it comes back down. So that's kind of the risk versus reward when you're scrolling down and not picking from the floor. It may go down and you may just spend too much money. But if you believe that's one of those collectibles that you must have, like the Homer and Bart, then I think it's okay to just lock one in. Hopefully that helps people. Yeah, facts, Kelvin. Exactly. There's probably over 200K people at this time pressing the buy at the same time for a 30K edition collectible. It's definitely hard to get. Like, put that in your mind, right? There's 300,000 people in the world pressing buy now at the same time to get the same collectible that has 30,000 editions. Most people won't get that, right? Let's go. You were born in NJ. What part of NJ, Russell? That's awesome. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's true, Doc Strange. I think though, when an account gets banned or disabled, it eliminates them from being able to transfer it. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's kind of like to close the loophole right there. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure once it gets disabled, you can't transfer things either. Maybe I'm wrong, but luckily I've never had that issue, so I don't really know. Excuse me. Wow. Okay, so you're big into sports, NBA entertainment. Wow. Okay, X Games too. Yeah, absolutely. Sports. I could talk all day about sports. LA in the house. Mr. Locknet. Hi, I'm new here. How do I do the super chat? So I believe you just do the super chat right on the actual live chat. There may be like a little green button for to donate or something like that. If anybody else has donated and super chatted, could help them out. That'd be awesome. What countries we have represented in the chat? Wave your flag. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kelvin. Where's everybody from? Okay, yeah, I wanted to make sure. Yeah, you can't transfer when the account is disabled. I kind of thought so, Doctor Strange. I wasn't sure about that. That would be a good loophole, though. Let's go. DE. Is that Delaware? Virginia. BR. Livington, NJ. Irvington, NJ. That's like up north, right? Irvington. Pretty sure that's up north. I'm more down south. I'm from Australia. Let's go, GB. Canada, let's go. Let's go. Canadians in the house. Shout out to Foster and Pirates, both Canadian. Shout out to anybody else who's from Canada that I'm missing. Vegas, baby. Vegas is awesome. I got to get to the West Coast. Ecuador. Wow. Okay, we're from all over. This is awesome. A couple places I definitely want to get to that's still in the States. Definitely got to check out Cali. Like, I got to get to the West Coast. I'm such a warm weather person to where I just feel different in the warm weather. Like, when it's cold out, I'm like, not miserable, but I feel like I'm on vacation or something. As soon as I get in the warm weather, it just feels like where I need to be. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the problem with people from outside the country. You know, people from all over the place. Drop times are all different. Sometimes it's 3 a.m. That would be a tough one for me, Flaps, because 3 a.m. I get excited for the drops, adrenaline rushes. I probably wouldn't fall asleep till 7 in the morning for for every single drop night. California, the left coast. Let's go. Vacation coming soon, y'all. Let's go, Punch. Okay, yeah, this is a good question, Matt. Although we don't know much about the VeVe verse yet, what would excite you most? Example, buying land, renting collectibles out, I think one thing that excites me a lot, obviously land and renting is going to be huge. I think renting is going to be big. Renting collectibles is going to be huge because think about it. These comic books, some of these comic books are so rare in the real world that some people haven't even read them before. So people are going to be renting out, say, comic books from me to have their kids read them, be able to read them to their kids, just to have a comic from one of their favorite influencers, maybe different celebrities. Also, the collectibles. We're going to be able to go from showroom to showroom, other people's houses in the VeVeverse, and people are going to want to get there somehow, right? Maybe walking would take forever. Maybe if you're in a car or a hoverboard, you can get there a lot faster. And to show off that you're in this car or hoverboard. And some people won't be able to afford to own some of these cars or hoverboards. So what are they going to do? They're going to rent it out for a day to get there. Also, people are going to rent out things, I think, just to get to a certain part in the VeVeverse. Maybe the Ghostbusters car unlocks a certain part in the VeVeverse, the Ghostbusters area. And so people will rent it out for a day to be there with everybody else in that area. But I think really what's going to happen is people are going to rent it out for the stunt. People buy Lamborghini cars just to take pictures with, to show off and everything like that, to ride down the street, show off. People are, say if Lamborghini gets dropped, right? Shout out to Gammaverse. He just put out a great video on that. I think we're going to have all these luxury cars. And imagine when they get so good, I'm taking pictures with my Lambo and people think it's real. But really, I own it digitally. So, like, I think that's going to be another reason why people are going to rent, because a Lambo to own one digitally may cost over 10K. It may cost over 20K. So you would rent one out for a day, maybe $100. Take that picture, ride around with it all day in augmented reality, drive it around. So there's a different thing. I mean, one thing I'm looking forward to, though, big, is just being able to go to other people's showrooms, go to other people's houses and interact with them and other people in real time. So it's like multiplayer. Like right now, I can like walk in your showroom by myself. You can walk in your showroom by yourself, but we can't like interact at the same time. I want that to happen. That's going to be fun because then we're going to have people are going to be hanging out together in others' houses. Like, all right, this AMA, we're all watching this Twitter Spaces AMA in my house in the VeVeverse, and everybody's in there. Or someone else's house, and we're all going to this person's house to watch it. And just stuff like that. I mean, people are going to be watching movies together in everybody's digital house, I believe, one day. It's going to get crazy, guys. Yeah, my sleeping pattern's been all over the place, too. That's a fact, bro. Willow, I do think so. That's also why I was so crucial, though, too. This is why I think building your platform on VeVe is going to be crucial. Building your following. Because if you have a huge following, it's going to be that much easier just to say, I have something for rent, and now 3,000 people can come and say, I want to rent this, right? Or 3,000 people can come to my showroom right away to see what I just picked up. So that's another reason why I've been grinding so hard nonstop on building a following on VeVe. Also, what I'm going to do, I've been saying this for a while now. But I'm really going to do it this time. I finally got the headspace, mental stamina to do it. I'm going to start making videos daily, short little clip videos. The stuff that I'm talking about right now, like why I think renting is going to be important in the VeVeverse, why I'm building a following on VeVe, and just short little clip videos because people are going to want to know that information and not want to stay tuned to how long are we going today right now? Like 3 hours. It's like people are going to want to know that and maybe not be into like a 3-hour video. I know a lot of you guys love these long live streams, and that's one reason why I love doing them too. But also I want to get in the habit of making short little minute-long videos as well too. It's going to just be like player one, VeVe player one. Shout out to one of the first people who said that. I forget who it was, but they were tweeting out a long time ago. VeVe player one. Solid, bro. That's a smart move right there, Punch. Because you have a depreciating asset. And now you're investing those profits into appreciating assets, appreciating collectibles. That could eventually buy you another Lambo, right? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, man. Picked up the first Miles Morales comic book to match the NFT. That comic book is a good one. That's one of the newer age comic books. I think that will do really, really well. Again, I'm no comic book expert, but just from everything I learned from comics and crypto, sleeping in comics, that's a good one. Flaps, yeah, direct messages, that's all going to be coming soon. Just being able to search for people, that's going to be coming soon too. And think of the explosion of the social app when all this stuff is just easy to use. People were making fun of me months ago saying, like, why are you still using the VeVe app? Why are you on the social feed? Now they're having that aha moment, like, oh, I see what you were doing this whole time now. So like that's also like kind of like the pioneer in me. I always do things when people are laughing at me, making fun of me, and then they come back and say, oh wow, yeah, that was actually good what you were doing the whole time. And it's like, why is it always like that, you know? Community, let's go. Digital identity, it's going to be huge, Willow. Documenting everything on VeVe. Facts. We don't know how much this is going to be just yet. I'm thinking, and we're all kind of thinking in the chat, it's going to be around $100, maybe a little bit more, if it's a full solo set by itself. Okay, this is actually a good point, Flaps. I talked about how it's going to be massive. I'm so keen, but with direct messages will bring scammers, in my opinion. Here's the thing, though. When that social feed gets better and the direct messages are a feature, of course there will be scammers, etc. But we're going to be able to have a blue checkmark verification, whether it's you're a verified celebrity or you're a verified master collector. I think that's kind of like where we're going to go with this. I think being able to see the MCP points on everybody's profile. So you're going to know if it's the real Johnny Dunn messaging you or not. Is it the real Johnny Dunn who's a master collector? Or is it a Johnny Dunn who has 10 collectibles? Right. I just saw a picture of myself, not myself, but I just saw a screenshot of me when I had 10 collectibles. And I was like, wow, the early days. I almost stopped right there. I almost stopped right there. I'll tell you what, guys, this would be a whole different conversation probably every single day on the live streams if I stopped. I'd be in a pretty bad, not even bad spot, because I realized that I've had forks in the road before. The fork in the road, I've had probably a few, but two major ones in my life were I was 11 years old and I felt the fork in the road moment. It was, do I keep playing golf even though I hate this sport, hate golf right now? It was not fun to me at all, but I was winning every single time. I even said to myself, I could probably go pro in golf. Baseball, I may only get to college, but I'm going to have way more fun. This is what I want to do. And I have a chance to go play professional baseball. But like golf was like a lock to play pro, but I just hated it. It wasn't fun to me. And so I chose the fork in the road to play baseball. And going up until like I graduated college, it would probably look like it was the worst decision of my life. I picked the wrong road. But hindsight, I think it was the best decision I ever made in my entire life, to be honest. Because if I picked that left road and I went and chose golf, I probably would have been a professional golfer at age 18, 19. But I again guarantee you I would have been out of the Professional Golf Association, PGA Tour, by the time I was 21. I would have been out. I wasn't mentally ready back then. I was not a hard worker, relied on all my talent, didn't put in any kind of work, just won. And so I didn't believe in hard work back then. I was your partier, cocky kid. That was who I was in high school. And so not even early high school, but middle school age, you know, I was not really into that hard work mindset with golf as I should have been. And so I feel like if I played golf and went pro in golf at that young age, I would have been Johnny Goff. I would have been Johnny Manziel in the PGA Tour. And shout out to Johnny Manziel, because I feel like someone like him has learned a lot in life. And that would have been me in golf and been out of the tour at age 21. Now I think I'm going to make the tour at age 30 and probably play until I'm 50 because of the mentality that I have now. College baseball is what flipped the switch I needed and really sparked that fire. I believed in hard work. I got cut my freshman year. That flipped the switch. And for the first time in my life, I saw what working hard every single day can do. For the first time in my life, I believed in it. And that was who I was ever since. It's lit a fire that's never been put out. Everything I do 110% because I know what's going to happen if I just constantly keep working my hardest. So it was a blessing in disguise because it was the first time in my life I believed in hard work and saw what it did for me. Verified KYC will be huge too. Absolutely. I mean, you're going to need the KYC stuff in order to cash out. So I think that's going to be big time. Are you going to get a DM from somebody who's already withdrawn and everything, who's been experienced, or someone who's new who hasn't entered that stuff? So, Common Spidey, I think that's going to be a good one. Yeah, the second fork in the road decision was I'm learning more about this company to give me even more confidence to go all in. Hey, let's go. So Punch is a tennis player. That's awesome. And skiing. I've never even tried skiing, to be honest. I'm going to be signed to VeVe Sports in 2024, 2023. I've been saying 2023. So let's hope that comes. But I'm thinking it may give VeVe another year to get their sports, their sports industry agents. Could you imagine if VeVe does blossom into like a sports agency too? They're probably listening like, okay, Johnny, one thing at a time. We got to get the app situated first. That's a fact, Punch. You got to believe in your own vision. You have to. Wow, almost lost a leg with a car accident. Wow. Punch, that's a crazy story, man. You fought through it. You never gave up, man. It's something I'm all about. So I'm glad to hear that. I was signed to UTA. Wow. Yes, sir. Where'd you play college? So I played college at Rowan University. Started off, small role at Rowan University. It was like a third baseman, second baseman. Didn't get much playing time. Really, just at third base. I didn't get too much playing time my first couple years, and then I blossomed into like a pitcher. I told him I could pitch. Started out as like a relief pitcher. Started out as a relief pitcher. I never threw hard. I threw like 80 miles an hour, maybe like 83. So they didn't trust me as I could be a starter. They're like, okay, we'll give him some innings as a relief pitcher. But I kept doing well. And every time I would pitch, I kind of moved to second base to keep it easier on my arm so I could kind of do both. And as the years went on, I ended up moving into a starting rotation role. They said, Dunn, what's your stamina like? And I was like, running? I'm not the best runner. And they were like, no, like pitching, like, can you go 9 innings? I was like, can I go 9 innings? I'm going to go 9 innings every time you give me the rock. I'm going to give up 0 to 1 runs. And so they're like, okay, I like his confidence. Let's give him a try. And the first game ever, I went, I think, 8 innings, 1 run, and turned into a starting pitcher after that. And the worst thing that happened to me, I would say the worst luck was that coach who cut me early on, who ended up starting me as a starting pitcher. He saw my whole evolution, ended up, being a huge part of the program, won an NJAC championship game for him. That coach left my last year or two at Rowan. And then we got a brand new coach that came in. And so I was like, dang. I didn't think anything at the time of it. I didn't think anything was really going to change. But that's because I was naive. I didn't realize what was really happening before my eyes. I didn't realize that this new coach came in was going to rebuild the whole program now. I didn't realize that was what was happening before my eyes until I realized all of us were on the bench. I was like, what is happening? But that's a whole nother. I could go on for hours talking about what happened afterwards. But basically, I just felt like I never got my chance in baseball after college. So transferred all that stuff into everything I was doing after when I graduated, which was still trying to play baseball. Never got an opportunity. So transferred all that into golf. That's why I picked back up golf. I was like, you know what? I think I chose baseball in that fork in the road on purpose, like deep down consciously, to learn what I had to learn in college baseball. College baseball taught me the work ethic and everything I needed to learn mentally to transfer that back into golf. So I feel like now it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before my golf game gets good enough to where I'm just dominant again. So I know if I just keep my focus on golf and VeVe, that everything's going to work out tremendously. So that's where I'm at right now. I think VeVe didn't think about MTL until we asked, because their vision was to have ability to buy OMI on the VeVe app, convert to USDT to cash out. Doing it via fiat costs more, but it's what people want. So it's definitely interesting, right, Dr. Strange? Because I think they did have a little bit of a different vision at first, but with everything happening so quickly, I think they really want to get this to like mainstream adoption. So I think to get the entire world on the app just makes it more seamless, less friction, being able to cash out with money, US dollars. But I think also for all the people who are crypto savvy, get into OMI, it's going to be beneficial to them big time, because being able to swap into OMI or buying these NFTs with OMI, it's going to be crucial, I think. For those people who aren't into crypto, who know nothing about it, I think that's really why that cash out will be there, to get that mainstream adoption for everybody. Put in, $50, withdraw it, makes it accessible. But I think OMI is going to be king. Hey, let's go. Dubes playing shortstop and pitcher. Stud. What range of mint numbers in the market do you think are always valuable other than the 100s, sub 100s? I think sub 1000s for sure. A 3-digit mint, huge, especially on the comics, because you can't get 2-digit mints on comics. So sub 1000s, and then also the last few, like I would say the last, I wouldn't say like the last 1000, but I would say the last few of the mint too, because you have the last collectible ever of that series. So VeVe Sports, it's in the game. Can you just imagine that? I think you already did just imagine that, Kelvin. Man, that's going to happen. I guarantee you, bro. The guy is going to do that. The guy who does EA Sports, it's in the game. This makes sense, right? VeVe's going to be tied into with PlayStation one day. I'm kind of just speculating that. But go look on David Yu's Instagram. Go down all his posts. And tell me you don't see the PlayStation there just sitting there. I think he's hinting at all kinds of things that are to come in the future. Imagine the PlayStation with their second evolution of the VR. What is that, like PlayStation 6 VR 2? Whatever it's going to be called. I think that's when we start to see an integration with some of these VeVe NFTs. I think that's what's going to happen in the future. Whether it takes 2 to 3 years, if that's what happens, you can bet I'm coming back and clipping this. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah. College baseball was the time of my life. Had an awesome time during our interview, bro. I'm glad stirring up the memories helped relight those flames. Let's go, Johnny Woods. Facts, Dr. Strange. If you guys haven't checked out the interview, go check out Big Collectibles YouTube page. Definitely had a great interview with Dr. Strange and Big Collectibles over there. It was a blast. It was like a 3-hour reminisce of all the old times. It was a great time, man. Wow. Before the Super Bowl? I think you're stretching it. NFLPA before the Super Bowl? I don't see that happening. If it does, that would be amazing. I was kind of kidding before when I said like Super Bowl commercials with VeVe. I don't think that's going to happen this year because they weren't really planning to blow up this year. I think that's going to happen next year. I think we could definitely see VeVe's Super Bowl commercials next year, at least NFL players next year. And I think what they're going to do is kind of flash back to when they showed the DeLorean, showed a couple NFL players as like little preview snippets. I think it's all integrated because Disney owns ESPN Plus. Yeah, straight into the VeVeverse through PS6. It's going to happen, Willow. Oh my gosh, Willow. It would. Whew. NFLPA drop, Super Bowl halftime commercial. We would go insane. Can you imagine the community vibes on Twitter? Oh my gosh. I think we would just go berserk. Last time, I'm going to go over the market prices before I sign off today. Hopefully, I can get a chance to talk to Rickard, the legend, today because I want to do the OMI giveaway. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm just going to do a Go token giveaway tomorrow. And that's thanks to my guy, Ryan Romantic. Again, go check out his YouTube channel. Make sure you sub. I'm sure he's going to have a ton of other amazing showrooms on there. So, player athlete cards. I think it's a big deal. It all depends on which athlete you get. Is it a rookie of a really important player? Is it, a top player? Because I think the problem is there's just so many of them to where if you have like a random NBA player, MLB, NFL player, it probably won't be that valuable. Kind of like how NBA Top Shot is. If you have random moments, random assists from someone, how many other assists are there going to be? Unless it's like a top LeBron James highlight, top Kevin Durant type thing, All right. Now all of them look like they're delivered. 1,241 common available, $21. A lot different when there's like 100 available. All right, uncommon, 396 available, $26. The same. Wow, okay. Let me start over because the prices dropped a little bit. 1,241 available for the common, $19. 396 available for the uncommon, $26. 155 rare available, $65. 85 ultra rare available, $160 is the price. And the secret rare, 48 available for $630. Wow, Jordan, he just got a 573 secret rare. Let's go. Want to make sure she gets the best sale in. I think he meant my girlfriend got. So 553 secret rare, bro, is going to be very valuable. I know the secret rares, the floor price is not that valuable right now, but what separates yours is you have a 3-digit and you have an extremely low mint too. A 573 secret rare might be one of the lowest, if not the lowest secret rare possible. So you could potentially set the floor on this one, my man. Let's see. I'm going to go. Okay, so you don't have the lowest. There's a 223 available for 3.9K, which seems very, very cheap. There's a 420 available for 2.8K. People would definitely like a 420, 3-digit, funny number. So you have what, 573? There's a 565 going for 1.5K right now. Honestly, you might be better off waiting until we can put these comics in our showroom and then wait for that comic boom and then sell that low mint secret rare for more than 1.5K, because right now the 565 mint number secret rare is only going for 1.5K. And I think in the future, the floor of secret rares could be like 1.5K. So it's a little early, unless you absolutely wanted to hurry up and just get as many gems as you possibly could right now and not wait until it appreciates even more. If you listed it at 1.5K or less, it's going to sell, but I think it may sell too quick. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a very valuable secret rare. So you might be better off waiting on that one. Isn't it amazing in colleges now they can make money off their likenesses? That's why I think NFTs will be big. I'm not sure what NFT platform is going to do that. There's been a couple that's been mentioned before. People ask me if, the ones that have been mentioned. But I think like Recur was one of them. There's going to be other NFT platforms that succeed, right? There's going to be this one, and then VeVe in the very middle, the Mecca. All others can survive too. And I think the ones that do have the college athletes, I think there's room for growth there for sure. Your mate got it. Okay, yeah. I feel like right now, 3-digit secret rare is mad. Yeah. I haven't even got mine yet, Flaps. I had to have gotten mine. All right, mine just came in. I got a comment again, so nothing crazy. I got a common 9733, but I did buy a 3-digit mint. I bought it for $80. I'm not telling you guys to go buy a 3-digit mint. Probably wouldn't buy a 3-digit common right now. I do have one, but I'm saying if you need one to flip later to sell, the low digits can be a little bit not as liquidable as a floor collectible. So that's just a personal collecting thing I like to do. I like to go after the 3 mints just to hang up on my wall eventually one day. Highest mint available for Secret Rare Fantasy 413. Let me check this one out. Oh, okay. Yours is Mo245, I'm guessing. Now it's not showing the comics. Oh my gosh, I hate that. Got to go back in. So it's at 1.7K. Here it is. The floor on Secret Rares is 1.7K. The highest mint is 29,245. I mean, that's the floor. Right. Doctor Strange, exactly. I think this is why somebody was just asking me like what other mints besides the first ones are important. And this is what I mean, like the very, very last one. So like Doctor Stranger said, also in the world of collecting things with editions, not only the first are important, but also the last. So comics number 29999 and slightly below are valuable also. Exactly. Like so a 30,000 edition run, if you have like the last collectible in that run, that's gonna be a big deal. Like the Todd McFarlane 7,500. If you have that, that's going to be incredible. And then I would say, I think someone was asking what's like the cutoff basically. I would say if you have like the last 100, that's a big deal. The last 50 are obviously better. It's like tiers, right? It's like same thing with the first. If you have the first 50 and one of the first 50, that's incredible. If you the next tier would be like just the first 100, maybe like an 80 or 90 mint, and then first 1,000, maybe it's a 300 mint. That's gonna be better than a 700 mint. So it's always in tiers. So like you said, if you have the very, very last possible one, that's going to be insane. Like that's going to be worth a lot for sure. And then it would get slowly less valuable the higher up you go. So, 29,999 would be extremely valuable, but then 29,950 still be valuable, but not as valuable as that very, very last one. I was looking at the ultra rare. I'm sorry, not the secret rare. I was actually already following you, Wario, too. Interesting. Oh, so you have 29,966. I think there's only 30,000 available, right? 29,966. Yeah, I would say that's definitely more valuable than the floor. That's for sure. So you have like the last 40 available. The thing with special mints too, you were saying earlier, wasn't selling. So the special mints sometimes take longer to sell. Like I was saying, they're not as liquidable as something as you just listed for the floor. So low mints are kind of the same way. There's a huge demand for low mints, but sometimes, depending on the price, they may sit there for a little bit, but they will get bought eventually. So I think the same may happen for you, Cloud Chat. It depends on how fast you need those gems, right? If you're willing to wait, then I think you could list it for a little bit higher and it would sell. But go back see if my only 3-digit secret rare I have is the Dark Hawk. It's funny because I bought the secret rare floor price just because I like the cover art on it. And then I realized I was like, okay, what's the lowest mint available? I think I bought it for 300 and I looked at the lowest mint available. It was a 3-digit for 500. I was like, whoa, why did I just buy the 300 one? I should have looked. So I eventually flipped that 300 one, sold it for a tiny bit of profit, and I went and bought that secret rare 3-digit mint for $500, and now the floor is like 700. So I just listed the Darkhawk one. I listed this for 50K. I was like, if anyone buys it, that's a huge come up for me, 50K. And if no one buys it, which I don't anticipate anybody to buy it right away, I'll just keep collecting the Master Collector Program points. Because the thing is, with the secret rare, you get 6 points for the comic. But then if you're in the top echelon of the lowest mints, you also get a bonus. So I'm getting like 9 points a day just for that one comic book. So I don't mind racking up those points. But if it sells for 50K, that's a huge come up for me. So, works both ways. Yeah, secret rare low key Gator Club. Yep, absolutely. So he's trying to be like the king of the secret rare low key Gators. I think it's a good idea. If you can get majority of one collectible, I mean, a lot easier for you to control the price on that collectible at that point. And plus, he's probably gonna be able to rent it out to a bunch of people, especially with his brand. If he's trying to be like the Steve Irwin of the collectibles, right? Then I think people would want to rent out a secret rare Gator from probably Randy if they're big fans of Randy. That's why I think growing, a following, growing your brand is going to be a big thing. That's also why I was so against people in the early days spamming follow for follow on VeVe, because I felt like the people who spam the follow for follow is just going to hurt your brand a little bit. Like, you're going to be known as the guy who just spam F for F. And like, obviously we did not want to keep seeing that spam on the VeVe app. So I always told people, like, comment anything else. If you really want to comment something like that, say can't wait or the fire emoji or something other than follow for follow, right? So just stuff like that. I've been thinking nonstop about brand impact, just everything. I've always been long term on this. So yeah, I was waiting for someone fun under some. But if you can think long term about VeVe, I think it'll help out big time in your strategy, as opposed to thinking short term. Because like short term right now, we only have the drops. So it's hard to think about, well, why would somebody want to rent out a collectible if we only have the drops right now? But the drops are only going to be a small section of the VeVe experience. We're going to be able to, I think it was Cavello talked about this before. The VeVe experience right now is basically just a gift shop. We're going to have all these things to do eventually as the iterations keep layering on top of each other. So we'll probably be hanging out in people's showrooms, going to everybody else's showroom. Oh, let me pick out something else for my, house to get. The drops right now are just like a way to stack your collection, everything. We're gonna be living in these digital houses, like the same way people live on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, social media. Whether it's good or bad, that's its own metaverse, just in 2D format. So things are gonna get crazy in the virtual reality world real soon. I never even thought about this. I always kept thinking about the sweaters were like probably the first accessories. So we might be able to take the sweaters off one day. But imagine that. Imagine Deadpool is actually in like a Christmas movie, or the Deadpool movie that's coming out. There's like Christmas scenes and he's in a sweater and you own that. That's the genius of VeVe that they probably like had in the plans, in the works. This mint right here would have a lot more value no matter what the collectible or comic is. When you have repeating numbers like this, it's going to stand out. It's going to be more valuable. A 222, a 111, 555, 777. I paid extra just for a 777 Coca-Cola snow globe. Basically just because I want a Coca-Cola to be one of my brand sponsorships. And so I wanted my brand Johnny Dunn 777 to be like synchronized with the Coca-Cola mint number 777. So any of those repeating numbers are definitely valuable. A lot more valuable than, say, a 219. 215, like stuff like this, may have a little bit more value just because if someone's from Philly, they may be like, oh, this is my area code. So like 856 would be one. So those are like special mints within special mints. It may not be special to you, but it's special to someone else. Birth years like a 1992. 1990, 1993, 1995. Like some years may not be special to you, but they're special to other people. So that's another thing that they can take into consideration. But like a 222, that's special to everybody because it's just a universal repeating number. That's hard to get. 215. Woo! Shout out to Philly. But all right, guys, I'm signing off today. Amazing live stream. Hopefully we can do an Omi giveaway tomorrow. Gonna at least do a Go token giveaway with Doctor Strange's NFTs tomorrow. So at minimum, we'll have Go token giveaway, 3 NFTs, and I'll probably give away another comic book, worst case scenario. But I want to at least do an Omi giveaway because Omi's about to go crazy. So I would love to give away a little bit of Omi if I could. Can't give away any of mine, unfortunately. But, you know, we do have a sponsor, Rickard Broma. So hopefully he's able to help us out. But appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Awesome live stream. You know, support's awesome. Shout out to Randy. Appreciate you for raiding the chat today. That was a nice little surprise. But see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. We do have a drop this weekend, so that's going to be fun as well, too. But we got the last part of the first ever comic book series, or the comic book arc on VeVe tomorrow, part 6. So see you guys tomorrow. I'm signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out.